Yo, yo, what's happening? What's happening? It's your boy K.Z.U.P TV. About to do a rather quick segment, just a little thought share about shit that's going on in the world and theories, truths, and like I said, this plan on being brief, but so people get in here, man, we get to start talking about something, then might go a little bit long. This one gonna basically be based on deep thoughts. Keep in mind with deep thoughts today is basically, I would say, imagine that the devil is under the ocean where we can't get to. I was actually watching a video about a satellite that's supposed to be going near the sun and get closer pictures of, the sun's properties. What makes the sun. How does the solar energy, how does the sun get its energy and all of that. But all in a nutshell, I always had a theory, but I mean, it's just a thought. Like I said, it's a theory, but because it's a lot of planets, you know, uh, realms, if you will, and it's a lot of further places that God could cast demons, away to further places. So, but one thought that I would like to share, which I'm gonna base it on, I'm gonna read a little. I'm gonna read a little. I don't want to say it's a story. I'm gonna just read things that captivate ideas or theories that may be truths, basically about the sea. And it's like, is the devil under the sea? I mean, you got to think about it. That's somewhere where we can't uh, get to. Was on a podcast of one of my boys yesterday, and he was talking about Lazarus. And he had a couple pictures. I wanted to tell him, it ain't really good to flip pictures around and do it and try to, because it'll give you another aspect. But what I seen from the picture that he was showing, and I'm not, I ain't like I can't pinpoint which water creature or under the sea creature he was showing me, but remind me of what I heard of Lazarus and things like that. Before I get started, 'cause I try to smoke, I want to read what I got to read with no interruptions. I want to say another thing about secret society and things like that. I see a lot of people making these videos talking about my boy Brian, like he has something to do with it, and it's a cultish behavior. And I want to clear my boy's name, man. He ain't had nothing to do with that. Brian is a very loving, caring guy, and my belief, I'm from Akron, Ohio, by the way, and my belief that he would never be a part of that. People would have hollered this secret society thing. I want to remind people that black people ain't really got power like that. I mean, if you want to really find a secret society, I would think they would meet up in another country, something like that. Because these secret society, well, we got internet, and it's really not a secret. We know about Illuminati, we know about different religions. That so it's really not a secret society thing. If you read the Bible, what I understand, it's gonna be a lot of people playing with numbers, saying this, be that, but if it's numbers, shit could add up to a conspiracy. But I would rather use the word coincidence. It's just a coincidence. And numbers still play a factor, but I would say it's uh, just a coincidence. Just another deep thought, be about what whole boy Sir Drop. We was talking about aliens, and we had an experience that we wasn't with each other when it happened. These happened at separate places, but we described it. It was almost the same thing. I don't know if you heard recently too. You could probably Google it. You could probably Google uh, two fishermen in the UFO because some fishermen seen uh, a similar UFO. And I guess when the UFO went over his boat, the fisherman's boat, they ducked down into it and they eventually tried to start the boat up and it wouldn't start till about 10 times. You can read the story, find it out yourself. And let me get into the segment I want to share with y'all today. So, but I want to tell you my theory. When I was younger, I always thought, well, what if the heaven is inside the sun and hell or the devil is under the sea to where we can't get to? So, say that and start this off. Uh, if you want to remember what I'm saying, or you can go to it, Underwater Kingdom of the Devil. So we're gonna be talking about mermaids, human hybrids, and demons. So we're gonna talk about origins of mermaids and water creatures. Now, mermaids are either water demons or humans, witches, who are transformed into mermaids by demonic powers. Water demons are creatures that exist outside our dimension and are all descendants of fallen angels. They came about through the abominable union between the fallen angels and the water creatures by unions between demons and water creatures. Now, these half spirits and half aquatic creatures are hybrid disembodied spirits and became water demons. You can find this in Enoch 6 and 7 and Jubilees 5, as well as the book of Jasher to confirm this. Now, because the essence of angels is immortal, their offsprings are also immortal. When they die, their spirits live but are as cursed or evil spirits, however, their bodies are made of mortal and angelic substances. That's where you can find, stardust in our bodies. From my understanding, all of our bodies got a little bit of stardust in us. Keep that in mind. That's why even spirits can manifest between realms and affect the natural realm. Now, though they are immortal, yet because they possess mortal properties, the more their angelic DNA is, diluted or what have not, uh, by mortal composition, is the more they're subject to mortal demise. If, if you understand it. Now, If the direct son of an angel is, let's say, 50% angelic, 50% human, and this hybrid mates with a human, his offspring would be something like 30% angelic and 70% human. Now, if this offspring mates with a woman, his offspring would become 10% angelic and 90% human. At some point, the offspring would be more mortal than angelic, becoming susceptible to severe wounds and death. That's what I get about out the story of Jesus Christ, if you can crunch those numbers up. Now, even the spirits of God, Greek and Roman gods, etc., have died in Greek and Roman mythology because they came from descendants of demigods. Now, every time an offspring mates sexually with a human, the newborn offspring becomes more mortal. Now, these disembodied spirits make up the myriads of wicked spirits in the kingdom of darkness. Now, these demons cannot be caught in nets, nor can humans see them unless the demons allow someone to see them. Now, people or haunted or possessed may have certain gifts that could allow them to see in the spirit world, see these creatures, both the demon mermaids and human mermaids, can cause drowning or induce bad dreams, and torment a person or cause sexual arousal in the night. Now, I've had an opportunity to spend time with a woman who is an ex-Satanist who held one of the highest points in the kingdom of Satanism. She was a high priestess, a general, and a regional bride of Satan in the Caribbean. She's one who has escaped the powers of Satanism and lived to tell the tale of these underwater creatures and hidden works of the devil, which she is a witness. Okay? So, throughout the centuries, many occult practitioners, through the working of witchcraft, Satanism, have seen and been in these creatures. The reason why science cannot prove their existence, it is because we cannot prove the spiritual with the natural, unless the supernatural manifests in the physical to leave a physical imprint. So, for thousands of years, we've been told tales of beautiful and dangerous creatures which inhabit the waters of the world. The question is, what do we really know about them? Mermaids are not what Walt Disney or Hollywood presents them to be. Uh, a great deal of information on water demons or mermaids can be found in The Witch's Guide to Fairy Folk, Reclaiming Our Working Relationship with Invisible Help. It's in Lewin's New Age series. So we got different types of mermaids. Nymphs are spirits who manifest in the form of human females and are typically associated with the particular locations. And these are different types of nymphs. We have Alcides, they're in the groves. Dryads, they're forest nymphs. Hamadryads, they're tree nymphs. Lemoniads, they're in the meadows. Meliads, ash trees. Naiads, springs of rivers. Meliae, nymphs of ash trees. Naiads are nymphs of rivers and streams. And Nereids are nymphs of calm seas. And the Orids are nymphs of the mountains. Okay. Oceans was a Titan god. Oceanus actually was a Titan god of the enormous river called Okeanos, of which was believed to be encircling the world and flows backwards at the time. The Greeks thought the sea was an incredibly large river that surrounded the whole earth. Sons of Oceanus are called the Patamoi, and the daughters of Oceanus are called the Oceanids. While the daughters specific to the Patamoi are river spirits, the Patamoi became the fathers of the Naiads. Uh, while the Mediterranean Sea was ruled by poisons and the river fountain stream and rain waters were controlled by the sons and daughters. Now, they were not immortal beings, but they were extremely long lived. So the naiads are spirits and are called freshwater nymphs, are Aquarius spirits and reside in the bodies of fresh waters like rivers, streams, brooks, springs, fountains, lakes, ponds, wells, marshes. Now, these spirits are divided into various subclasses. The Crinae resides in the fountains of Pegae resides in the springs. Now, the Illinois resides in marshes, and Potometis resides in the river, and Lemonades or uh, limonitides in lakes. Oceanitis, these are sea spirits who also can live in fresh water and are most common to humans, for they cause more disaster than the naiads who reside in fresh water. The sea is bigger than freshwater bodies in the main passage for ships and other water vessels. The waters are over which naiads presides are thought to be endowed with inspirational healing and prophetic powers. Thus, the naiads were called water gods and were frequently worshipped by the ancient Greeks. The genealogy of the naiads was determined by the geographic region and literary source. Naiads were either daughters of Zeus, daughters of various river gods, or simply part of the vast family of the Titan Oceanus or Poseidon. Uh, some recognize it as Neptune. Now, as I said before, the Greek gods are not only Greek myths, but are real spirits or demon princes who take up residential area to allow to allocate themselves. Now, as much as is a myth to the ignorant person because of lack of substantial evidence, these spirits really exist and are valuable to Wiccan, nature spirit worshippers, and other pagans. The Mami Wata, it's a mermaid of Africa. All mermaid spirits are called mother of the water or ocean, according to the African culture or spiritism of witchcraft. Now, the mermaid spirits who reside within the waters of Africa are called Mama Wata, which is the correct English language mommy water or water mommy, which is another way of saying mommy of mother of water. Now, Mami Wata is a pantheon of water spirits or deities venerated in West Central Southern Africa. And in the African diaspora in the Caribbean and parts of North and South America, the most popular and powerful African water spirit or mermaid is named Mamba Munta, Muntu, which is a personal African name. And the many who have encountered Mami Wata have reported to anthropologists that she is a mermaid spirit with upper body parts. Well, upper parts of her body is human, and her lower parts is like a fish or a serpent. And it said that she possessed inhuman beauty, unnaturally long hair, three different textures, which range from straight, curly to kinky, and either black or blonde, and is combined straight back and a high complexion that beyond normal. She is described as having a large snake, which is a symbol of divination or divinity in many African cultures around her neck, which wraps itself around her, laying its head between her nude breasts. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Right. Turn this heat up. Get sick over here. I'm fucking heat over here on 90. I'm about sweating bullets. I want to take my damn shirt off. All right, well, in one report it said that anthropologist Mary Bastian, 1987, 88, did a field search in Nigeria on Onitsha market system. During the research, it was reported to her that Mami Wata is a female and that she displays her unimaginable wealth, jewelry such as combs, mirrors, watches, wristwatch, which represents foreign wealth, and would blind those who view it. Now, those who are seduced by her or the other spirits are killed immediately under the water, and some would come back as her mediums with special powers and would be used for her evil purpose. She also has other forms and can manifest man or fully human. Now, this report is a description came from people who are worshippers of demons. African legend says that hundreds of years ago, numerous water spirits were living in West Africa, and their manifestation to the public were imminent. These uh, these African water spirits were living in West Africa, and their manifestation is to the public where uh, these spirits were most time encountered as snakes or crocodiles, but were encountered as half fish or half human-like. Now, in different African religious systems, such as voodoo, which is highly practiced in southern parts of Togo and Benin and southern Ghana, there exists consecrated pagan priests and priestesses of water spirit. Today, Mami Wata worship is a widespread tradition in West Africa and the Caribbean and in America, actually. Now, the mermaid Lacerin is actually a mermaid of Haiti. Now, this mermaid demoness is also said to be a powerful water spirit popular in the Caribbean island of Haiti. She is called Lacerin, but in reality, Lacerin came from an English word siren, which is the sect of spirits that is said to be half bird and woman and manifests around water as mermaid, sings very beautifully as it attracts humans and destroys sailors. Now, these sirens were said to be manifesting in many areas around the world and was encountered by many. Nevertheless, the name Lacerin was given especially to the goddess water spirit of Haiti, who was said to be the mermaid and queen of the sea. Now, it is said by the Haitians that Lacerin has the ability to hypnotize people with her beauty. Many say she is elegant, a beautiful woman who is temptress and deceiver. She rules over dreams. Now, in Haiti, voodoo is one of the most popular religions there. Water spirits said to be manifesting to the voodoo people. There, as they seek for help of these spirits from under the water. Followers of Lacerin say she takes them below the water to her world 3 days and 3 weeks, uh, months, or even a year. And when they return to land, they return with a new power. Yet it said some women become voodoo priestess this way. Now, the Little Mermaid is hailed as a myth and a story, but it came from a background of reality. It is no coincidence why this Olympian god Poseidon or Neptune, a demon prince, is said to be the sea god, is a mermaid. He carries an enchanted trident, that long stick pitchfork looking thing. Therefore, Ariel, the little mermaid, who is the daughter of the sea god or sea demon Neptune, would then be a goddess or demoness. Uh, now, the mermaid Yamaya is a Caribbean mermaid. Now, Yamaya is also a mermaid similar to the mermaid in Haiti called Lacerin. Yamaya is a Orisha, a goddess in the Yoruba religion, and Orisha is a spirit which reflects one of the manifestations of Olodumare, a god in the Yoruba spiritual or religious system. Uh, the Yoruba is a large ethnic group in Africa. Uh, Yamaya has been discovered in the ocultic world to be a beautiful creature with the powers of a constant wave like movement and is surrounded by lesser mermaids, mermen, fish, and other marine life. And it is pictured as a mermaid queen holding a mirror while standing between the sun and the moon. Now, whenever she dances, there will always be a snake wrapped around her arm. Her familiar, the sea goddess demon, is having ceremonies made to her throughout the year, such as January 1st, June the 22nd, September the 7th and 9th, October the 26th, and December the 31st. In the northeastern Brazilian coastline, her greatest ceremony is being held on February the 2nd, where her so-called children or cults call upon her in the greatest number in Haitian Buddha. She's worshipped as the moon goddess and is said to be associated with the mermaid spirits of Lazarus. This mermaid is a popular throughout the areas of Brazil, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Guyana, Trinidad, Tobago, in the United States and Venezuela. Uh, so that little information I was sharing with you, just give you, just make you want to think. You know, it's like, could the devil be under the ocean? And if heaven is in the sun. So, you know, so that's some things that I got out of that. Let me see if so basically, when you hear about those stories, it is mythology. It'll just make you think, like, is there really could it possibly be a devil under the sea at least? Um, so yeah, sorry, you guys just tuned in, man. Let me try to put something in the post. And I was just doing just a theory, deep thoughts about could hell be under the sea, and is it a possibility that heaven could uh, be in the sun? What's up with you, sir?
Shit, chilling, man. No, I don't think it's no mystical being under no damn water, man. I know mystical person in the sky, man. I think the devil is the pure energy, and I think God is pure energy, and they polar opposites. That's what I think it is. I don't think you can find these things like there you go. Nah, it don't work like that. I don't even think it's tangible. That's why he told them in the scriptures, man, if you look at me, it'll kill you. That means you only can see me when you're dead. That's what that scripture means. Like I shine so bright that if you look at me, you will die, bro. That's deep. So that let me know that okay, this is more than just a human person. Like when they say they made us in the image of God, everything is made in the image of God that's living. So shit, do you look like a tree too? See what
I
I'm
don't have
saying? This is
a plan.
it, hold on. You ain't listening to me. Okay.
I'm listening to you. My girl was asking me a question.
But I do think you can find some evil shit in deep in them oceans and shit. And I think his air pockets down there is a whole different type of living people. With an air pocket probably expand maybe 100 miles, and it's like you ever saw the abyss? Like that shit.
Yeah,
I believe there's shit like that going on though, but I don't think you can find like Lucifer in the water. I
I
don't
mean
think you.
that's the thing though. Yeah, they can't find them because there's no way to reach that kingdom down there.
But now, if you're talking about the dragon though, that would be different. If you're talking about the serpent, you know, some say the serpent is frozen in the ice, and the ice is melting, and they trying to stop it because it's gonna come back. Some people say that, and you could say, man, it's deep in the water. What they call it, the Loch Ness monster. People say crazy shit like that. So yeah, we don't know what's in the waters are under that ice. That's deep because you only can go so far down. I don't care what you got. Ain't nobody touched the ocean floor. No, they
And you,
touched the bottom. They touched the bottom of an area, but you could have been on the top of a mountain that's inside the ocean, and that mountain spread it fucking 27 miles. So you thinking you at the bottom, but if you would have kept going, it'd have been another drop off, and you'd have kept dropping off, man, to the water just crushed you, man. Yeah, see, I don't think
uh,
you.
but but what do you think about the Book of Enoch in 6 and 7, Jubilees 5, and the Book of
Uh,
Jasper, all talking about these creatures,
I
water
don't really fuck
creatures,
with, but
mermaids?
I don't really fuck with books like that. Is like me saying, now what about when Stephen King? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really get off in the books. You know what I'm saying? That's just another motherfucker talking like me, man. I don't really get off in books. So, you know, maybe if you wrote a book, I would read it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, man? I'd rather talk to somebody that read it. Well, I mean, I don't know, but I don't really get off into the books because it'll cloud my original thinking. I was just on a panel right over there in UK, right? These motherfuckers. I hit them with they some they like you, but they like Muslims, right? So I hit them with the he like, no, the Quran don't come from the Bible. So I hit him with, no, Abraham the one introduced that whole doctrine, right? When they
Uh-huh.
get shit. And then I'm like, no, but listen, Moses got shipped down to Africa, got the game from the Kemetic and brought it to the Bible. He brought the same doctrine. They just changed the name. This is how the word spread and all the shit parallel. That motherfucker said, hold on, I'm not gonna run from your questions.
He said he gonna run from the question.
He said, no, he said, I'm not going to run from your question. We're going to answer that at the end of the show. Yeah, I'm like, see, y'all ain't ready, man. Too much reading going on. When I asked him, and then be like, ain't that right? I said, ain't that right? And he said, no, that's absolutely fucking right, motherfucker. Don't. So then I hit him with, Thut Moses is Moses' great granddad. They call themselves going to the Google. Boom. The great granddad of Moses. All right, so boom. So where you fuck you think he got the gang from and stuff Moses down there in Egypt and all that shit? And then came back over there where the Christians and met them head on them Romans coming in about to conquer everything. And let me give them a word, man. Back some bitch ass niggas up, bitch. And then they got conquered. They changed the name to Egypt. It wasn't even called Egypt. And that's why
Hmm.
when they make their motherfucking Egyptian stories and shit, hell yeah, the motherfuckers was that color by the time. The time they talking about, they been pillaged all that shit. Y'all motherfuckers out of here, bro. And then the goddesses is the ones that was mixing the mulattoes, and they know this shit though, man. And it's crazy. But and they was chasing the fucking Israelites. But when you start talking this game, the Israelites ran down. That's the only reason why the Romans like, want to go down there. Where the fuck they going? They already done took over Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? So they really
Hmm.
running. They kind of chasing the niggas, but they running from the Muslims back then. That's why they got this big gripe with the Muslims. Abraham like, hold on, man, I'm going over this way. And they like, you ain't coming with us? Hell no. Y'all motherfuckers trying to slay people with your doctrine. So that's where you get the poor man's version is the Quran. The hood, if you go to jail, you gonna join the Muslims. You gonna still fuck niggas up. You still gonna get the truth. If you a nerdy boy, you gonna be a Christian or a Jehovah Witness, or you know what I'm saying. That's just how it works. Depends on the person you is, and that's where these religions come from, man. But all that shit came from Kemet, and they know it, and it's all fake, dude. It's fucking fake or a bunch of lies with a bunch of truth. It's too much fake shit in there. And then when I say this shit, they be thinking I'm tripping, bro. I'll be like, man, y'all motherfuckers just sleep as fuck. I don't even be giving a fuck no more, just straight. So we get to talking about miracles, right? This shit funny in
uh,
itself. They talking about Jesus performing miracles, this, that, and the third. I said, man, Jesus ain't did nothing in that Bible that they ain't showed us somebody do today. Nothing, nothing. So now I'm like, okay, could it have been psyops then too? Because I see Chris Angel walk on water. I see Ernest Angley make a blind motherfucker see again. You know what I'm saying? So
uh,
we gotta believe. I wasn't there when he did this. I'd have put my life on the line. We got 5 pieces of fish. It's 5,000 people back there. You gonna make that feed us without doing nothing but giving us the fish? No, we all gonna fish, motherfuckers. They know that's what they were saying in the Bible, but then they changed it to miracles to how you could look for something bigger than you. The only thing bigger than you is the shit that created you, and ain't none of them motherfuckers created. None of them. No Jesus, no Moses, no Allah. Maybe Allah and the Most High, because they look at Allah and and God. Them is two different things. Them is not no religion. You know what I'm saying? But then the religions try to take credit for the name of God or the name of Allah or the name of the Most High. And no, the Most High did not say none of that shit. He don't even talk. I don't even think he got a tongue. I don't even know if it's a he or I told you I don't think it's nothing physical. It's straight pure energy, man. It's pure ether, pure existence. How that's gonna talk to you? Listen, K Rod. I want you to go tell the village. No, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Then why ain't
see,
doing that?
I wonder you must didn't hear the first part of my segment. You gonna make me redo the first part so you can really
I wasn't even talking about what you were talking about. But what was the first part of your segment?
no, I know, but that's oh, hold on 1 second, drop. I might have to drop out and come back in. Somebody was calling, fucking my sound up.
Alright. Yeah, man. But you do got a voice in your head could be a part of God, a part of a minute, and it's still your voice, so that's in your head. So I don't know, man. You got the Most High, and you got us, who is gods and goddesses, lords and lordesses, and then you got the Most High that put all that emotion, the emotion of gods and goddesses, lords and lordesses. Understand that part, right? That's what the Most High is. But we is a God, bro. So when somebody be like, I'm a God, bro, and they looking at you like, you ain't the Most High. I ain't say I was the most fucking high. I said I'm a God, and even in the thing, it say he created the gods and goddesses, lords and lordesses. Even say the shit in fuck scriptures. So I can't be one of them he created. I gotta be the primitive animal that they was having bestiality with.
Well, I mean, I look at like we demigods just through our
Mhm.
DNA.
Yeah, we demigods off top. Right. Yeah. But so you think people could fly, had laser beam eyes? Um, uh, I mean, I'm saying it's possible. Here's one thing I think we used to could do. I think we could blink like if I want to come to your house, I can boom and I'm at your house like that. Snap of a finger, no transportation needed. I believe our brain was strong enough to do that. I believe I believe you could sleep if you got sick. I believe you can literally go to sleep for 2 to 3 months, man, and heal your body no matter what's going on. And they'll be like, he's sleeping. Now they call it comas and shit like that, self-induced comas and shit like that. So I believe that was the medication. The secret medication was rest. You know what I'm saying? You gotta lay the fuck down. You get sick, go ahead and just lay in the bed for 4 days. Sweat all that shit out. And then we
Mm-hmm.
good to go with no medicine down there. You're gonna have a couple cold sweats. You're gonna have to be spitting in some nasty ass spitty cup. You know what I'm saying? And then it's gonna all go away. You're gonna be like, cool, sweet. And then it's never gonna come back again because your body healed it. You didn't throw something in it to make it go away. So your body got the remedy down. Okay, I got it. And that shit don't come back, man. Just think of
Mm-hmm.
shit that used to happen to you that don't happen to you no more. Like swollen glands in your throat when the weather changes. Um,
Chicken pox. I ain't heard of that in a long time.
Hell no, I ain't no been on chicken pox. I think that was an experiment on us, man. That's what I think that was, man.
Yeah,
It
I
was
ain't
though.
ran into no other cases of chicken pox. But like I want to say, even from like what I was talking about, like how Disney and I want to say the world, they take things, they take a reality and then put a lie on it, like uh the Little Mermaid, or even deep as mythology. Period, and that it was a myth, but I think it turns to a myth just because of people being uneducated on certain parts, even from the Medusa story. You look and turn to stone. Uh, just just different shit that we get in our mythology. I think it's some truth to it, but it was a period of time for it. And just think of like how Nephilims, how you hear about the story of Nephilims or fallen angels, or anything like that would relate to what I was saying in the beginning. I'm gonna try to do it over a little bit. And this is about the origin of mermaids and water creatures. Now, the mermaid is either, and what I'm saying is, just think of how these black places I'm gonna talk about in how black people are gods, and it's a couple extra shit. But anyways, the water demons are
Right. Let me
creatures.
stop you right before you go to water demons. Why all people can't be gods and shit? Why it gotta be like black people and everybody else is just not gods?
Well, I'm
Just
glad
because
you said that
it's different,
because
just because listen before you say it, just because the DNA different, just because they comprise is different than ours, what makes them not a god though? Is what I'm saying.
see, well, I think we all are gods. So
Oh,
I don't
all
know
right.
why
Well, yeah,
people
keep
think that.
going. Go to the sea creatures. Yeah, we saying the same thing. Go to the sea creatures though.
Yeah, but this is what I want to say. I think we all are gods, and one of the main reasons after I even go through this is going to be the same thing. We all got some stardust in us. Every
Start
last human being got a trace of stardust, and just by that you're like out of this world. But
But
anyways,
the plane can be made of stardust too. Like the plane can be made is the same because we can never make it to the stars, so we don't know the materials that's made from the stars. But I think when they say stardust, they mean a starlight, and that's just my own personal opinion. That's where you get astronomy and astrology, and they study the stars and try to find their home because they fell here, and they fell here from the beam of the light. So you can go there with it, and I kind of don't believe that, but it's interesting. Put it like that.
hmm well, see, these water demons, they creatures that exist outside our dimension, and all, and our descendants, the fallen angels. Now they came about through abominable union between the fallen angels and the water creatures, and by unions between demons and water creatures and these half spirits and half aquatic creatures. They are hybrids, disembodied spirits, and became water demons. And as I was saying, that's actually in the book of Enoch 6 and 7, Jubilee 5, and Jasher. Now, because the essence of angels is immortal, their offspring are also immortal. So think of that stardust I'm talking about. So when they die, their spirits live on, but as cursed or evil spirits, however, their bodies are made of mortal and angelic substances. That's why, spirits can manifest between realms and affect the natural realm. Though they are immortal, yet because they possess mortal properties, the more their angelic DNA is diluted by mortal composition, is the more they're subject to mortal demise. And off rip, I'm thinking of Jesus, because God sent His only begotten Son. Now, if the direct son of an angel, so let's say 50% angelic and 50% human, and the hybrid mates with a human, so we think about the Nephilims, how even how they had sex with the ladies, or even the having the Messiah, his offspring would be something like 30% angelic and 70% human.
All right. So why? Now here go the question that lays hand. If you had this astronomical intergalactical being that came here and made it with people, right? That made
Uh,
us, right? Where the fuck is they at, bro? And why the fuck did they leave? You see what I'm saying? So them would be the two questions I would have posed. Like, we left as fuck y'all, or we came and got what we wanted, or are you still here? And is you in the same form as us? And now you get these magicians and shit, but they really, you thinking it's a magic trick and this motherfucker really a sorcerer. Is the shit, where is they? Is they in plain sight? Did they really leave? If they left, where the fuck did they go? And why the fuck did they leave? All of them, and why don't none of them come back?
See, well,
Um,
I think they're here, and you will only see them if they want to reveal themselves to you, or if somebody has like a mental problem, something like how we was talking the knothead. He might have been arguing at angels and shit, sitting on the bus stop in
are you
spirits.
saying like when you were a kid, that imagination is so open when you were a kid. You couldn't tell me I wasn't flying through the goddamn air when I had my motherfucking jacket wrapped around my neck and I'm running through the house 5 years old. Man, I probably really was flying, but to the eye, it just looked like I'm running, so it makes sense. But in my mind, Superman. And then you can't tell me I wasn't flying back then, bro. And my mom be like, you wasn't flying. I'd be like, all right, motherfucker. I was fucking flying, bro. And I remember, remember I spun a web and jumped out of the tree, mom. She'd be like, nah, you tripping, bro. I'd be like,
Mhm.
do something like that. Because I remember I got a knot on my head. So the web must have broke. I
Mhm.
swung into reality and then fell off the damn tree. And I saw, what I'm saying, the realms interact. I know exactly what you're saying. But now
Or
our third eye is so cloudy, we don't even see the parallel worlds going on. But when you were a kid, you could see them. You're right.
even think of a kid having a dream, not understanding what a dream is, and it was a nightmare, and now they running in your room crying and shit because something just happened and it's real to them because they ain't knowing that it's a dream yet. It's probably why some
Are,
kids still think of the
are they
boogeyman.
be, man, most of the time they be cut blocking, bro. Motherfuckers ain't
Well,
had no goddamn dream. God damn it, you lying out with mama, man. Fuck that. I want to get in a warm bed where it's lovey. Let me like here, man. Split y'all up. Fuck out of here. Y'all go to bed. And then they go to sleep. What you do? Carry their ass right back.
right
Right
back to
back,
bed.
back to bed. Betty bye. Night night. And let the bed bug back. But no, it do be times it's a real nightmare because they have them for like 2, 3 weeks. Every other day they just wake up on some crazy shit. So you be like, all right, well, we're gonna play it like this. I'm a monitor, right? I'm gonna put the movie in, the movie gonna go off, gonna gonna be a nice movie, cheerful movie, but we're gonna fall asleep in the living room, everybody. And when the
Mm-hmm.
kids will fall asleep, they grown now, I'll watch. And if you was having nightmares, I'll see you twitching and shit, I'll wake your ass up. Like, hey, wake up. Go get some juice. Something like that. Get them, you know what I'm saying? And I be like, damn, that motherfucker is having fucking nightmares. The motherfucker be twitching, keep kicking. They used to be kicking DJ and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And hell yeah, them motherfuckers, because you in a different world. So you got to learn more worlds than the one you in, man, as a
Mm-hmm.
kid. But now, what it is you got to know the one that you control versus the ones that you in. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, or I could be sleeping a whole nother world dreaming this, but this is too long. I don't know, man. It can get deep.
What's up?
Yeah. And hey, what's good? Mind's eye was good.
Oh man, cooling.
Hey,
Man, I had posted the link, man. I had to was on the big ass channel, man. Do this shit in the hangout. Ain't nobody come, bro. I was fucking with them UK motherfuckers again. They can't stand me, bro. I'm too dope, bro. I'm too
Yeah.
dope. This lingo and the way a niggas talk, and it's like, man, it's like, damn, what the fuck he just said was dopest shit in the world. He sounded like a pure idiot. And then you like, what the fuck he just say though, bro? What did you talking about? Now you the idiot. But listen, they was
That's
on that.
how, boy. You know you bringing them rookies that stupid crack ain't never been stepped on, nigga. You trying to peer pressure them.
No, I just asked them two questions, bro. I ain't even talk, bro. Everything I play, you know how I play the dummy role. It's so funny. It's
Uh,
always the left hook. I'm like, yeah, well, is this true? And I started like that, but I'm really about to drop the gem. Let me ask you this: is this true? Because I heard boom, so I don't want no credit for this gem I'm about to fucking drop. Then I drop the gem, and then motherfucker be like, nah, oh that ain't true, bro. I ain't about to get off in the arguing with you because I don't even know you, weird motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
man,
just like, that ain't true. What everything I said was absolutely true though. So then, boom, they even went into what is the mallet and the staff and that split the sea. So you know I hit them with the Moses noses and the eyeballs, right? No, I hit them with
Mhm.
that. You know I had to hit them with that. That was knockout blow. They like, well, hold on. We're
broke
gonna
their
get some
nose with
different.
that.
We're gonna get some different people on the panel because these questions need to be answered at the end so I can really go in because this is a deep rabbit hole. I said, bro, all right, whatever, bro. I'm gonna just go cut out. Y'all can't handle me, bro. You thought I was the dumb American nigga, which I am. That's smarter than your intelligent ass. So the dumb American nigga is smarter than the most intelligent United Kingdom. Man,
Fuck
you
him
don't
up.
know how bad I wanted to stand like Bro Sanchez. I wanted to, the motherfuckers that really do the shit and just come in there and be like, man, go and set them on fire, bro. Like, when nobody respond to the link, I'm just like, if I just had one person in there with me.
Hey, hey, y'all check that shit I put in the chat. You ever think about that, man? Like say like where we come through the sun, you know it's in that blue sky and they call it like a sapphire blue. You know, we come
Mhm.
through that blue fire, man.
So you saying that's the
Like
portal and the
yeah,
moon is the
hey,
gateway. So the
fire in
moon is gateway and the sun the portal. So we do come from stardust. The sun. The sun is the biggest star in our whole region. So boom, we come from the sun. Sun grow everything. The sun cheer you up. The sun does everything. The sun will kill your ass too, right? So boom. But is the gateway since the moon sucks light out, that's why it brings dark and it uses the light that was on the earth to shine, sort of like that thing you put in your front yard that lights up in the dark time and go out in the daytime. And it's for your walkway in your front yard. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
It
Mhm.
actually, You know what I'm saying?
Well,
The darkness is what.
I put it in the chat where, along with that, you know how we was talking about the dog and the cat. Was this yesterday or day before? I
All
don't
right.
think I did it yesterday. But like where you think about the dog and the cat, man, you know the dog is always at the bottom part of the tree, and the cat's at the top. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The cat is literally her, man. And tell me if y'all think I'm tripping. You know where she'll scratch you
Yeah.
on your, where you sexing her. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? She,
Catwoman. I know exactly what you're talking about. They made Catwoman. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
it's literally that woman. That woman is a cat woman. All of them.
Hey, what's funny? Here's why K Rod laughing. He said, man, mine's I be going in, bro. But his introduction is gonna be something about a female, bro. So as soon as you said Catwoman, he just busted out laughing like that was
Hey,
an
That's
but no, I got something that's gonna be what you say because you feel that the women was here first in the goddess and all of that. So in this whole spiel, but but I was saying though, about what I thought at first when I was younger that heaven is in the sun and um, the devil is cast under the sea. Now I could still use the moon with that. How we claim that the moon makes controls the tides and things like that. But
let me
and in another sense, about how the devil's powers is, just from the stories of how we got that he was talking to Jesus, and next thing you know, he on top of the mountain. But what if he still locked down there, but he talking using his supernatural powers of communication and visions? And
man,
so the story.
supernatural powers of communications and visions, right? We can't slide that direction. I mean, not right now. So that's cool that he had the. If I'm gonna give a superhero where I can't do it, this motherfucker just be blowing down, bro. He got my motherfucker. He got man. He ain't even had sex, bro. He was born. His mom was a virgin, bro. Bro,
hey, look at that. You got heroes and motherfucking.
I'm not the one to believe it. I mean, even if it's true, I don't give a fuck. I'll be wrong on this one. I don't care. It's too far fetched. It's too weirdo. It's too It's too much. It's like I don't take shit in. That's too much. It's like man, that's weird. It don't even make sense. And then when I try to tell the person that told me that it don't make sense, they want to try to make it make sense. That makes it make no more sense than it did before we started talking. Listen, Jesus is the Son of God. The Son of God. God is everything. It's the Son that's around everything. It's not a man. Fuck, bro. Just us, he's us, bro. That's Jesus and he Jesus. Listen to what I'm telling you. Fuck them books, bro. Fuck them, bro. I write a book. Do I gotta write the book, bro? He's like, search rock, verse 819, bro.
Well,
Hey,
well,
hey,
well look.
hey.
Well, look. Even in the spirits of the gods, the Greek and Roman gods, they have died in the Greek and Roman mythology because they came from descendants of demigods.
Who died?
Now, listen. Just look. Every time an offspring mate sexually with a human, the newborn offspring becomes more mortal. So you got to think of how it regenerated. We more mortal than ever as of right
Well,
now.
no, but listen, here's
It's the
what I'm
flag.
telling you. But hold on. Why did the ones that was mating with us, right?
Uh huh.
Why they wasn't mating with themselves also? So why is it just us now? And they just quit mating. They just left, bro. All of them, bro.
I
You
mean,
see how it?
because they wanted. I mean, is there something great
I
about
know
the
people
human body that God made?
think
They
great.
want to get inside of it.
This
Yeah,
whole
They,
place is the human body. It ain't just
but I'm
you, the
telling
human.
you, it's not physical what they talking
The human
about.
body
We
is a
putting
whole place.
physical to it to so you can see the energy. So it's not The
But
people.
let me finish taking y'all to the depths of the
Uh,
seas real quick.
listen, the depths of the sea.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna take you.
Look.
Go ahead.
These disembodied spirits, they make up the myriads of wicked spirits in the kingdom of darkness. Now, these demons cannot be caught in a net, nor humans can see them unless the demon allows someone to see them. People who are haunted or possessed, they might have certain gifts, like Knothead, could allow them to see the spirit world and see these creatures. Now, both the demon mermaids and human mermaids can cause drowning or induce bad dreams and torment a person or cause sexual arousal at night. I know mind's eye like that one. Now,
No, but
look,
that's real. That's a wet dream, but that's all celestial energy. It's not a real thing. It's shit that attacks you when you're out of it. Not head talking to a fucking tree is fucking crazy. Even though he is talking or
Hey,
something, that motherfucker can't grab Knothead, pick him up, and slam him on his face. I ain't see Knothead just get picked up in the air, levitate in the air, and get threw on his face for disrespecting the demon thing. And I think when Knothead go to sleep, the same thing he's seeing fuck with him for real in his mind and in the celestial being. But when he come back to it, he might can see it in his head because the dream's so vivid. Now he's cussing at his fucking dream. He can't even wake into which reality he in. So he fucking on with nuts. Now he don't know this a dream. This real life. This other dream. This the one dream I had 8 months ago. This the same motherfucker that keep coming in all my dreams. Why the fuck do I keep waking up late for fucking work in my dream and wake up and be running 10, 20 minutes late? So now, boom, now you gotta have time and you gotta be on time. You gotta train your mind to do that because you gotta make it to each dream to live that shit off. You still gotta wake up here, but you gotta go to sleep and wake up some fucking where else. And so on, bro. And all that shit gotta be in sync. And once you know that, you can't go crazy because you figured it out. I'm in 20 worlds and just get to walking around sounding all weird. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta be like, man, yeah, these motherfuckers ain't woke yet. I'm so woke, I'm knowing what it is. And I just be seeing what people hear that, but I ain't about to the shit I really, really believe, I wouldn't even really just share that shit all like that. Because it's too much. Now I'm
hey, look,
wacko tackle. I'm waxed out, bro. Go ahead, I'm
look.
talking.
I heard you say that word attack. You know about the tick where you get a tick on you, that motherfucker suck you dry, it suck the blood out your ass. Attack is literally a cat. You know what I mean? And this is what the cat is the collar on the dog, y'all. This is like literally you and her together. It's where the dog, like say you walking your dog and the dog see a cat, that motherfucker is gonna pull you. You know, you gonna be getting drugged by the dog that seems like he's high. He can't help it. He gonna chase that motherfucking cat. You know what I'm saying? And the dog
What
place is the god, man.
and what's funny is the dog, no matter it's so much stronger, it got teeth bigger and everything. But the cat wins. That cat like boom and hit the tree and your dog fucked
Slap
up, bro.
in your
Yeah,
dog.
your dog fucked up, bro. And the cat might attack you if you try to come get the dog. They be looking like, man, I'll fuck y'all up, bro.
Yeah, look. It's where the cat is scratch. That's attack is the scratch. You know, the scratch is a cut. It's the fight. You know what I mean?
And
Where
look,
where
take the fuck, my bad, and take the fuck off on your ass. After they do it, boom, they done ran through like 4 yards. Your dog still
yep,
chasing them.
up 5 trees. You hear me? And the dog can't get up the tree. This symbolic of that fucking fireman coming to get the cat ain't fucking stuck. Let them call up in Africa to come get
Hey,
that lion out.
hey, that's the first time I ever heard somebody say that shit, bro. That's so real. How it
Yeah,
take
man.
me this
It's
long
where
to
the
hear
cat
somebody say
resides.
that cat
It's like,
ain't fucking stuck, bro?
the cat resides in the heavens where the dog is held at the bottom of the tree. and the cat is up in like say the treetop is literally a cat in your
Right.
cat on your neck. That motherfucker ain't stuck in your hair. It's on your neck. And women to walk around with a cat on their shoulders just like a motherfucking snake. And the cat and the snake got the same fucking eyes. So like I'm getting
And that's
that.
it right there. That's the mic drop. That cat and snake got the same eyes.
Yeah, look, the man hunts the woman like a dog. We smell that pussy. You hear me? We don't know what it is to
And,
make us on a
and this,
chaser.
but
You feel me?
listen though. But listen right quick. Let me interrupt right there. You
You
can't
good?
tell no. You can't tell no goddamn snake to go sit down, just like you can't tell no cat to go sit down. They're gonna look at you like, nigga, fuck you, bro. Straight like that, man. And that's the reptilian in this. That's what they mean by that. They don't mean you got a snake in you. It means, well, I don't know, because that's spine connected to the brain, just
Yeah,
like a snake under an X-ray. So,
even the dog is serpent. Everything with a spine is serpent, but I'm looking at it like the dog is man's best friend. So if that's the case, then that cat belongs to the woman. That's the goddess. The cat is hers and the dog is ours, but we share them both. You know what I mean? The woman can have a pack of dogs that'll eat your dogs up. You can have a pack of cats that'll eat her fucking cats. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say real fast. You know what I
hey,
mean?
would it be dope, man, if we passed on, right? When we pass on and we reborn, then you see the griffins. Then you see you start seeing different things. You start seeing blue people, and now you all different like avatar set, and you understand. And then when you die off from that world, you go into something else. You gotta learn all over again, bro. And it's completely
Hey,
different, and you don't have no recollection to none of the other worlds. That's the gift to it. You don't even know you just came from Earth. You're like, I'm from Earth. Nah,
man,
man, I don't work like that.
that shit deep, boy.
Yeah, you're gonna wake up like a baby, wake up, and gonna come out some type of feminine female fucking thing, and then boom, you're gonna be there and you're gonna learn what the fuck around. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? And you might say like, what the fuck? And that's gonna be baby language, and they're gonna be correcting you. You're like, what the fuck, bro? I know what the fuck I thought. And you're a baby. You're like, what the
Mhm.
fuck? Big motherfucker. And they like, no, it's past me and they gonna teach you their language. So now you talking that shit like these motherfuckers crazy. Next thing you know, you forgot all about the world you just came from by the time you like 4, 5 years old, bro. Period.
Mhm.
Yeah, you reminded me of a story that was kind of opposite of that. Did y'all hear about the story where the boy genius and he was telling everybody that his last life was on Mars and
No.
and he knew the solar system more than some scientists and shit. And this motherfucker was about like 7 to 10 years old, and he knew about shit more than scientists and shit.
Do you
Uh,
find this ironic, man? Do you find this ironic that they can take under a microscope your brain cell, right? They put it through a computer generated thing, and it was the exact replica of the solar system they say we live in. Insane. So they got the picture. You can Google it now, like where you think I'm play pimping. And they right next to each other, and they look fucking identical, bro. These motherfuckers. Never mind that part, man. Never mind that part, man.
Hey,
Never mind
hey,
that part.
I help you, boy. You said
Oh
that's
yeah,
identical
no,
like a bit. Huh?
yeah, it's identical, the whole thing. And it's like, okay,
Look at that. Look at where you just
and
said
that's
that.
identical, and it's
I,
identical to the internet thing. Identity, right?
look. That's you. You literally said I seen them and I penetrated them, like because this 2020 shit, man, where you can see everything. This literally X-ray. You know what I'm saying? So like your identical, like you know what I mean. You are a scanner. Go ahead,
So,
dog.
Here go the problem, man. What's up, girl? What's up, baby? Hold on. Give me a.
Yeah, let me finish taking y'all deep there. Through the centuries, many occult practitioners, through the working of witchcraft and Satanism, have seen and been with creatures. The reason why science cannot prove their existence because we cannot prove the spiritual with the natural unless the supernatural manifests in the physical to leave a physical imprint.
The
Now, for
image.
thousands of years, we've been told tales, of a beautiful and dangerous creatures would inhabit the waters of the world. Now, the question is, what do we really know about them? Because mermaids, they ain't what Walt Disney or Hollywood present them to be. It's actually different types of mermaids. We got alsages, dryads. Actually, I can say where they come from. Alsages is from the groves. The dryads is forest nymphs. Hamadryads is tree nymphs. Lemoniads is in the meadows. Meliads is in ash trees. Naiads is in springs and rivers. Miliae is in nymphs and ashes. Naiads is nymphs of rivers and streams. Nereids is nymphs of calm seas, and Orides is nymphs of the mountains. Now, Oceanus, he was a titan god of an enormous river called Okeanos, which was believed to be encircling the world and flows backwards at the time. Now, the Greeks thought the sea was an incredibly large river that surrounded the whole world. Damn, my shit went out. The sons of Oceanus, they are called Potamoi, and the daughters of Oceanus are called Oceanids. Now, the Potamoi are river spirits, and the Potamoi became the fathers of the Naiads. Now, while the Mediterranean Sea was ruled by Poseidon and the rivers, fountains, streams, and rainwaters, they was controlled by the sons and the daughters. And this is, I think, where the demigod started to get diluted, from there. Now, they were not immortal beings, but they lived a long time. Now, in the naiads, these spirits are called freshwater nymphs, or as you know it as the Aquarius spirits, and they reside in bodies of fresh waters like rivers, streams, mountains, ponds, whales, marshes. Now, these spirits are divided into subclasses. The Crinae, it resides in the fountains. The Pegae resides in springs. Elenome resides in the marshes. The Potomides resides in rivers, and the Lemonides and Lemontides is in lakes. Oceanitis, these are spirits who also live in fresh water. They common to human, for they cause more disaster than the naiads who reside in the freshwater. Now, the sea is bigger than freshwater bodies, and it's the main passage, for ships and water vessels. Now, the water over the naiads resides are thought to be endowed with inspirational healing, prophetic powers. Thus, the naiads, they were called water gods, and they were frequently worshipped by ancient Greeks. The genealogy of naiads was determined by the geographic region and literary source. Now, naiads were either the daughters of Zeus or daughters of various river gods, or simply part of a vast family of the Titan Oceanus Poesis called Neptune. Now, as I said, these Greek gods, they're not only Greek myths, but they are real spirits or demon princes, who take up residential areas to allocate themselves. Now, as much as it's a myth to the ignorant person, because of the lack of substantial evidence, these spirits really exist and they are valuable to. I know you heard of the people practice Wiccan, but might be by me being a Christian, we don't really fuck with the Wiccan. But this one for you, Mind's Eye, we got the Mami Wata. Now that's the mermaid of Africa. Now all mermaid spirits are called Mother of Water or Ocean, and according to the African culture, spiritism, which witchcraft, the mermaid spirits reside in the water of Africa are called Mami Wata.
About that. You keep saying the mermaid shit, right? So now, boom. Now, is you saying we was a tadpole that went through the waters, right? The sperm cell hit into the waters and hit the egg and was born underwater and we came to surface, sort of like whales and shit do? Or is you saying we was half fish? You
Well,
feel
some. I
me?
mean, it depends on your DNA breakdown. It's half and half. That's why the fish relate to the beginning in a lot of people's ideology.
You already
So the
created the
difference
build on that.
is,
I don't know about that. That's deep. I'm gonna let you teach it because I ain't never thought about like mermaids being real. I thought about the concept of the waters, this, that, and the third. You know how the waters break and the kid born, this, that, and the third. I was taking it like that. I wasn't taking it like we crawled to land, bro.
yeah. Well, see, well, you know how they beauty. Some of them they seduce men and killed them, or they seduced them and gave them more powers to come back to the land. So now to help them on their agenda. But the mommy water in English is called mommy water
See,
or water
man.
mommy.
Now look.
Now,
Now I heard a motherfucker say this to help you out. They was like, okay, we see the motherfucking UFOs, right? You see the shit in the sky, right? Where the
uh-huh.
fuck is they going, right? And they say all those shits dive into the ocean. Sort of like the same thing NASA do when they shoot rockets off, but on some real shit, they flying shit that we don't know about that's right here on Earth. It shoots into the ocean, probably to the depths of what you talking about. And it's a whole different thing going on down that motherfucker, man. But I don't know if it's no half fish or half man or none of that shit. I don't think it's that though. I think
Uh,
they figured out how to live underwater with fucking shit that's waterproof. So they done built shit right there. Water can't even get in that bitch. All you do is gotta make it to it. And you good. Once you go in, you can take the scuba shit off. You good. It's gonna be like you in your house right now. Period. Hell yeah, man. They not playing. They already know instead of hiding in the mountains, yeah, they gonna hide in the waters when they use water to kill us. Like they talking about we gonna die from fire. I know. Yeah, man, the sun gonna get so close in about 1,000 years, bro. It's gonna be setting this shit on fire, bro. In 1,000 years ain't shit, bro. That shit gonna be right there in your fucking face. It's gonna be fucking 89 degrees in Alaska year round. Wow. So imagine what Arizona gonna be. Imagine all this other high region areas. You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit gonna be baked, bro. Talking about cars melting. I'm talking about, man, bro, forest fires, neighborhood fires, off rack, bro. This neighborhood fires, ain't nobody even set shit on fire. This 4 houses caught on fire last week. Like,
hey, we
damn.
see that shit in Australia already. Shit.
Oh, straight up, I ain't know that. That's deep.
Hell yeah, they wildfires. Everybody get burnt up.
I don't know, man. I could be wrong. That's just a speculation anyway. I like talking shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's something to think about.
Hey, I
Uh-huh.
got one. Y'all heard about that coronavirus?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it like it's literally saying, the corona is your crown. It's
Right.
like where you get virus, you get survive. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean?
The
So
crown
it's like,
survived.
yeah, you won't survive a virus if you don't know what you need to know within that crown, period. All of the backwards thinking people, this is like a virus that got, like, they're going to listen to the fear based shit that they talking and spreading from China. You know what I mean? And they're going to believe that bullshit. So that's the virus that's on your brain right there, the fear based content they always throwing your way. And it's like where you get where you gotta survive, you gotta be able to survey, meaning you
Mm-hmm.
gotta be able to see the board, the game, the obstacles that's coming your way or you going towards it. You gotta survey it. So survey is survive. You know what I mean? You can't survive without seeing and knowing. You know what I mean? Without thinking,
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
without
wrong.
thinking. It's like everybody that's fucked up right now believing in the fuckery. Your brain is full of malware. It's full of, you know, it's got a coronavirus. Period. And you ain't gonna
But what
survive.
I get, oh, go ahead.
I was just saying that, like, what y'all think about that? It's literally Crown surveying. They seeing how many people still stupid and believing in this. They watching the movie, but they ain't seeing the reality show.
And look, man, it's all a thing to have motherfuckers panic when they get a fucking cough, bro. Listen, the symptoms is
Fact.
is but listen, here go the other thing. Now, they're saying the statistics they saying, right, is really
Hmm.
nothing. They broke the same statistics down to the influenza, the flu, or whatever. Man, it said something like 21 such and such million people caught the flu. 8 million died in one fucking year, bro. They said some numbers like that, bro. Look that shit up. I don't know if my numbers is absolutely correct, but they saying the flu killing the numbers they talking about this shit anyway. So they saying uh X amount of people that caught this coronavirus, 41 people died, 1,000 people died, right? But 10 million people had it. So that's like a motherfucker catching pneumonia, bro. But they trying to spook
Mhm.
people, bro. Like this shit is just so dangerous. Yeah, you catching pneumonia, you unlucky as fuck. That shit'll kill your ass. You have an asthma attack. Yeah, that shit'll fucking kill you. I bet asthma attacks done killed more people than all these drugs. All these, yeah, I call them drugs, but all these motherfucking viruses and shit that they
Hey,
pump into these airways and shit. So go ahead.
it's so. I'm hearing you saying that word, man. Attack, like that's literally the cat. You hear me? Where you get
Mm-hmm.
attacked. This is the cat, man. The cat is like the cat woman, bro. She come with male cats and dog. I mean, female cats. You know what I'm saying? And them
Listen,
motherfuckers attack, bro.
No, the tech is the dog and the cat. The tech is the tech. What you do with the tech? You
Yeah,
stick that shit into
cat
something.
fight.
Yeah, you stick that shit into something, and
Yeah,
you
the cat,
know,
the cat's fighting. It's the cat fighting the dog.
it's the penis and the pussy. It's the dog and the cat. It's the tech and
Yeah,
the billboard. It's the seed in the earth. It's the plug in the socket. It's the hell yeah, that's what
I'm
the
scared of that shit, man. Because the Bible
tech.
already told me that we're gonna have plagues and shit, man. I'm worried
yeah.
about the shit getting bigger, and we're gonna be quarantined and shit, and gonna be nuts. Man, they whole town in China, that one town, man, is a desert. They
That's
all
what they tell
that
you. You believe it though? That's the whole thing. You
yeah,
gotta
yeah, because they got regular dudes from America. Like this one dude married to a Chinese lady, and since they wouldn't, they setting planes for Americans to come back. But he ain't come back. He just a regular dude. He's staying like Indiana. They said he can come back because they letting Americans come back, but he stayed. So him and his family walking around with a mask on, and it ain't nobody out there. I'm for real. So
Hey,
so so I feel like I was forewarned. See, the Bible is so true, man. The Bible never fails. I mean, the shit is still happening from thousands of years ago, and this shit is right. The prophecy is right on point.
yeah, it's
But I
real.
want to get into this because I had a word that's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. It's kind of got to do with the Kobe Bryant shit a little bit, but not really, but just the word, one word. But let me go on about the Mami Water. That's the mother of water, the Mami of water. It's a pantheon of water spirits and deities venerated in West Central and Southern Africa, and in Africa, diaspora and Caribbean and parts of North and South Africa. Now, the most popular and powerful African spirit or mermaid is named a Mamba Muntu. Now, which is her personal African name. I just thought it was coincidental by being Mamba Mutu. That's what I was talking about, Mamba. But some devotees of the Igbo people of West Africa and many who have encountered the Mami Wata have reported to anthropologists that she is a mermaid spirit with the upper body as a human and her lower body is parts of a fish or a serpent. And it's said that she possesses inhumane beauty, unnaturally long hair of three different textures, which range from straight, curly to kinky, and either black or blonde, and is combed straight back and in high complexion that's beyond normal. She is described to having a large snake, which is a symbol or of divination or divinity in many African cultures around her neck, which wraps itself around her, laying its head between her nude breasts. Now, in one report, it said that anthropologist Mary Bashane, and this happened in 1987, she did a field research in Nigeria on the Ancha market system. Now, during this research, it was reported to her that the Mami Wata is a female and she displays her unimaginable wealth of jewelry, such as a comb, mirrors, watches, wrist watches, which represent foreign wealth and would blind those who view it. And that remind me of, like I said, it could be truth into the mythology, but they add stuff. I just think about how Medusa, how they added stuff but you look at Medusa and you turn to stone. But and it say those who are seduced by her or other spirits are killed immediately under the water, and some would come back as her mediums with special powers, and they be used for her evil purpose. And she also has other forms and can manifest as a man or a fully human. Now, this report and description came from people who are worshippers of demons. Now, the African legend says that hundreds of years ago, numerous water spirits were living in West Africa, and their manifestation to the public were imminent. Now, these African water spirits, they were most encountered as snakes or crocodiles, and I heard that before, but were also encountered as half fish or half human-like. Now, in different African religions systems, such as voodoo, which is highly practiced in southern parts of Togo, Benin, southern Ghana, there exists pagan priests and priestess of water spirits. Now, so today, Mami Wata worship is a widespread tradition in West Africa, the Caribbean, and is actually here in America, which I didn't know. Now, I know a couple of people heard of Lacerin, and I was talking to it wasn't I don't think it was God Body or somebody, but he had a thing. It looked like it was a whirlpool, and at the bottom of it was a demon called Lacerin, and that brought my thought back of me saying when I was younger that what if the devil is cast under the ocean, and the pictures he was showing, yeah, I seen water and everything, and it was standing still. So that's where I got the thought of him talking to Jesus just through the mind he locked down, but he talking to Jesus just like he the demon get inside people now and possess them. Well, anyways, these mermaid demoness is also said to be powerful water spirit, popular in the Caribbean island of Haiti. Now, she is called Lacerin, but in reality, Lacerin came from an English word, siren, which is a sect of spirits that is said to be a half bird and woman manifest around water, as a mermaid sings very beautifully to attract humans and then destroy the sailor. I mean, maybe that's because of some of the stories of the Bermuda Triangle and shit like that. I mean, if y'all know about that. But these sirens, they were said to be manifesting in many areas around the world. Nevertheless, the siren was given specifically to the goddess water spirit of Haiti, who was said to be a mermaid and queen of the sea. Now, this said by Haitians that Lasserin has the ability to hypnotize people with her beauty, and many say she is elegant, beautiful woman who is a temptress and a deceiver, and she rules over dreams. So in Haiti, voodoo is one of the most popular religions there, as you know. Water spirits are said to be manifesting in the voodoo people. They seek the help of spirits from underwater followers. La Siren, she takes them below the water. That's what they say. They take her. They take her below the water for 3 days, 3 weeks, or months, or even a years. Now, even when they return to land, they will return with new powers. And yeah, it says some women become voodoo priestess this way. So watch out for a voodoo priest. You go down to Miami, don't be fucking with them voodoo priest women because that's where they at. Little Haiti and shit.
Where you reading this from?
Uh,
Man,
I'm gonna tell you the title of it so you can go back through it. I said it earlier, like in the program, but the Little Mermaid is hailed as a myth story, but came from a background of reality,
Yeah.
and it ain't no coincidence why the Olympian god Poseidon or Neptune, he a demon prince who said to be a sea god, is a mermaid or a merman in his case. Now he
Hey,
carries
look
the
at this.
enchanted trident, and you know that trident, long pitchfork thing that you
Yeah,
see.
three
And,
prong and fork.
yeah, I think you was
It's a
talking
fork
about
in your.
something about that before Mind's Eye. Did you wasn't you showing pictures of a trident or something like that a
I
couple
can't
months ago?
say, but look at that. The trident is literally the fork in your crossroad. That's the cross.
Mm-hmm.
It's so imagine the devil's cross, Jesus cross. They were the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
God is the devil. You come like think about it. You come through the blue sky and you end up down here where the earth was given unto the wicked, the low red. You lowered from on high down to this ground where you grounded.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But look at
Mm-hmm.
this. Where you was just describing all of that feminine energy and creatures and all of that. I know
Yeah.
damn well that it was a lot of creatures on this planet before that so-called Lucy monkey. I know goddamn well that ain't existing. You hear me where they talk about an ape that we evolved from, man. It's so many life forms before that, and this is something I just know. I don't believe it. You know what I mean? So
Well,
so
you
I'm
wanna.
looking at it like, look, I'm looking at it where you know how we get the werewolf.
Uh
I
huh.
ain't ever seen a fucking movie where it's a woman turning into a werewolf. It's always a man being birthed into that werewolf form up under the feminine moon. So, like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Can you recall or have y'all ever seen a fucking Teen Wolf movie where the teenager was a young lady that was turning into a wolf? It's always been men
Well,
turning
well,
into.
well, well. I would say yeah before about 5 or 6 years ago. But they got that spin-off movie of what the fuck is that? Man, what the fuck is that movie where that white werewolf be locked down in a casket down in the dark? You know what I'm talking about?
I can't say I do.
The fuck is that? That was one of my favorite fucking movies. Damn, it's at the tip of my fucking tongue. Um, let me see. Let me see if anybody in this damn chat know the name. Oh no, I ain't put it. Damn. Well, anyways, they got this teen version of the movie where they got the vampires and the werewolves battling each other. So I mean that was the spinoff of it. Yeah, they got but before that, no. But that one, that movie it is. I don't know why the fuck I can't remember the fuck. It's a basic ass name of this fucking movie. Damn, if you ain't see this, you gotta see it. The Underworld. The Underworld. You never seen the Underworld?
You know it.
You
Yeah,
seen
man.
Odyssey? See, so they got a spin-off version of the Underworld where it's like a regular program and they be showing life to where they got the werewolf girls and all that. But before that, no, I haven't.
I feel you. And that's where she was a vampire. She wasn't even no fucking werewolf.
Mm,
She was a whole vampire under the moon. In the
hmm See,
more
and
or
now
less.
that you say it, that's why they mad. They end up getting mad because the werewolf dude impregnated the vampire lady. You know what I mean? But
Yep.
on the spin-off shows, they got a lot of
Yeah,
teenager ones, but
yeah, they all became what's that one?
lichens, the lichens and shit. Now
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to ring a
Yep.
bell. The lichens.
Yep. That
See,
it's crazy like that, man. Just thinking about this place where Yahweh said that, man. Come here and you get a dress. You know what I mean? You just your body alone, you are dressed. You got your clothes on. You know what I mean?
hmm
And don't nobody dress you but mama. You know what I mean?
hmm Hey,
See, so
hey, and I want to get into a little wordplay with it. You gotta
go ahead.
address it. Everybody address it. People address whether you got something nice on, whether that look gay, they still gotta address it. You gotta address it. And everybody, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do
Yep.
compliments or just talking about how it's made. They still gotta address it. Um,
Yeah, once you peep this place and you see, like you see it for what it is, man, it's so many avenues or dimensions where you just see what you are. You can't be too manly to say, nah, this shit, men don't do that, men don't go through that. Like, know what I mean? Like where you
mm,
still think like shit, you are not woke. You still sound like that little bitty boy who said he don't like girls. You know what I'm saying? So
mm,
just dealing with uh, you gotta grow your wings, man. Growing is flying, man. So shit, if motherfuckers don't want to fly, it's like shit, don't grow, and you can't not grow. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. Hell
Like
yeah,
every
real
time you
shit.
grow, yeah, your body like literally climbs steps without a staircase. Like you stretch and you get stronger. You know what I mean? So just dealing with that shit, man. This how you grow wings with maturity and you know real lives.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way you don't fly. Motherfuckers is trying to literally grow wings, but they don't
Hey,
realize what growing wings is.
drop. I posted a link in the chat again so you can get back up, man. Even like these. So I think it's truth to a lot of the mythology, and now like I was telling Drop, like that we all got stardust in us, and that's why I think we are like demigods to these type of situations, and we just don't know the the whole truth or where we come from. But then that's why I go back to the Bible and say, God knows your blood. God even know your blood. He know what blood that he hate. And that's why I think why he destroyed the Nephilims and those giants. And I know somebody was making a point that David still fought Goliath after that, but maybe Goliath just, I mean, maybe he wasn't, one of the blood that he just hated. Yeah, I guess it was people he might have hated more. And like Ariel, the Little Mermaid, who's the daughter of of a sea god. and or a sea demon. And so they took that little mermaid thing and made it look, look so, what I want to say, nice or whatever. But she really is like a goddess or a demoness instead for just with a mermaid that you almost feel sorry for. Basically, because we look at it because she can't walk, like we, you know what I mean. So we kind of feeling sorry for her, but that's one where I read the part how they say it, like, it seemed like they took some truths out of it, how she'd seduce you and kill you in the water, or she'd give you some powers to work for you. And another thing I was pointing out is a lot of these mermaid stories is where black people overpopulate, parts of Africa, and even in the Caribbean, like the mermaid Yamaya. She is a Caribbean mermaid, and she's similar to the mermaid in Haiti, the one in Haiti. That's the siren. And Yamaya is an Orshia. She a goddess in the Yoruba religion, and Orisha is a
Okay.
spirit which reflects one of the manifestations of the Olamur god uh, religious system. And the Yoruba is a ethnic group in Africa. Now, Yamaya is being worshipped in the Caribbean by Afro Caribbeans in Brazil and by Afro Brazilians in Africa. And Brazilian Kanamboli, she's a Yemanja and an Imanji, and her feast night is held on Saturday night. So Yemanja has been discovered in the occultic world to be a beautiful creature with powers of a constant wave-like movement. And that just makes me
Mm,
think of how we've been seeing the moon and how the moon plays this part on making the currents and all that.
right,
Anyways,
right.
she's surrounded by lesser mermaids and mermaid fish. And it's a picture of a mermaid queen holding a mirror while standing between the sun and the moon. And when she dances, there would always be a snake wrapped around her arm. Now, this sea goddess, she having ceremonies made to her, and they do this. They still practice this because it's their religion. They do
Sound
this
like
every
Mama
day.
or
Uh,
Nuwa. Go ahead.
they practice this religion every January 1st, June 22nd, September the 7th and the 9th, October 26th, and December 31st. Over here burning these fucking jalapeno rolls up. That's gonna go with my chili. But anyways, in the northern eastern Brazilian coastline, her greatest ceremony is held on February the 2nd, where her so-called children or cults call upon her in the greatest number in Haitian voodoo. Now, she worshipped as a moon goddess and is said to be associated with the mermaid spirits of Lacerin. And the mermaid is popular throughout Brazil, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Guyana, Trinidad, and Tobago, United States, and Mexico, and actually Venezuela. I think it's kind of touching to me through that because I got Haitian and Cuban background, so I mean, and by being black, so I mean, just by saying that, it still brings me back. Well, not back, but a little bit after this, because I see this played a part before the 12 tribes and everything, and then it just helped me look at how they say the black people were the real Jewish people and all that type of stuff. So I mean that's basically, I was touching down on that, man, and it just made me think, man. uh, The devil. So I mean, where else could, like, if he was hiding, where else could he be at on Earth? If he was had to be here in physical form, where else? Where could another imagination be at? Could it be inside of a volcano? And you know, volcanoes still gonna even be connected to the bottom of the sea in some form. You know, I mean, I think it's some wicked shit about the Bermuda Triangle. I know I'm not ever trying to go across the Bermuda Triangle. I would guarantee some weird shit to happen. And what they call it, I think Drop was talking about. He said something about a dragon, the Dragon Triangle. So that's basically it's the same thing, the Bermuda Triangle, but you know they call it. You know, I guess I ain't too savvy on the geographical standpoint of
Hey,
it.
you got children?
Yeah.
Well, you done been to the Bermuda Triangle. It's getting some pussy, man. That triangle pointing down, that's hers, and you fall into that motherfucker. And some of it can get lost in that motherfucker. It's the sea, the pussy, man. You hear me? That's the sea creature, man. Oh man, you attack it with your sword. That's a penis. That's a bullet. That's a pistol. You hear me? And you shoot your light in that motherfucker. But you can't tame her, man. You hear me? She gonna
Mm-hmm.
up. She is attacked. She's a tick. She gonna suck the life out your ass. You hear me? Like a
Mm-hmm.
vampire, like any of them creatures. They tell you that get drained, man. The woman does that to the man. She's dope in a bottle, and men are addicted to her. You literally got addicted to it. You get it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. You've been in that Bermuda Triangle, man. You've been walking through it, living these lives, dying. You've been oblivious to the power that you and her possess. You know what I mean?
And this well, this something else that it sounds a little funny, but just think of how you know we they call it the Dragon Triangle or the Bermuda Triangle, but then you know we just sharing thoughts. But Bruce Lee's movie Enter the Dragon.
Enter or get dragged in. And you coming in, it's like the pie, man. It's the pie. Motherfuckers can't wait till it cool off. They gonna eat it hot in the motherfucker. It's the nose, man. You gonna get tempted. She's gonna seduce you.
Hmm.
This man they call her the devil, man. She's the, you know what I mean? Is why we are. Period.
Hmm.
That's if you ask me. And we just sharing thoughts on the freestyle. But
Hmm.
it's kind of like that, man. You are addicted to her. This is why your dog, like when you walk in the dog, it sees something like a cat. It could be a squirrel. The dog's gonna chase it. This is the dope. You know what I mean? And while like say you got a dog pulling your motherfucking ass, man, you are literally on drugs. You getting drugged by the guy, which is a dog, knows what it's chasing. It's supposed to,
Hey,
keep
but
them loose.
you know what's pissing me off lately, man? These people talking about Kobe and that cult that like it's a fucking secret society shit, man. That's some bullshit. They,
But you don't think it's something to it that all of the superstars can flip like flops and all of the poor people more or less we still here.
nope,
You don't
because it
think
ain't
something
that.
weird with that?
Mm-mm, not at all. Because Chat or somebody else said they was saying like all the greats they old now. You see what I'm saying? He still was able to meet him to get the old. You know what I'm saying? Kobe is the only one that unless it's something I'm missing that don't you know what I'm saying normally happen. They get to see Bill Russell. I mean, only ones is gone with Moses Malone and somebody else, and they still lived in their 60s. Everybody else lived in their 60s. Kobe Bryant is the only one out of the superstar status I can think of that went that young. I mean, I can go to football. I think Walter Payton went out early. You know what I mean? From a disease, but not from no freak accident. Especially to be fucking with my boy LeBron like that.
I feel you, man. But you got to realize, man, it's a movie being played, and within that movie is a reality show, man. Those like ourselves, we watching the reality show, and others are, you know, in fantasy land watching that movie. You know,
Because think about it. We know about all the secret societies. They ain't secret unless it's somebody that's meeting in other countries. We got internet. It ain't no motherfucking secret. We can find out
it,
about any motherfucking religion. And
it's the
Illuminati.
hey, the internet is a web you can get tangled in. You hear me? It's an internet that's within you that you need to rely on, that needs to be your own religion. You know what I'm saying? That's where you gonna rely on self. But that internet serves as a whole bunch of information that those who don't have sense enough, they will not compute it and put it in alignment. You know, it's just gonna be a whole tangled web. But I know this, I heard that, I seen this, I know this. You know what I'm saying? That whole thing with the internet, man, it's full of information, but that don't mean that it's gonna give you the tools to put the pieces where they need to go. You know what I mean? You gotta have intelligence, man. It's some people who got a 1,000 piece puzzle, they never put it together.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? They don't know how, or they don't have so-called time. You know what I mean? But that's what it is, man. The information is within yourself, and it's real simple, man. You don't need Google. You are Google. That's your two eyes and that skull. That's the double O right there. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Real
but
talk.
I think my boy died. Kobe. I think he died on coincidence, man. I don't think it's
I
conspiracy.
hope that's true. I hope it wasn't. You know what I mean? I hope it wasn't no scripted bullshit where this man did lost his life up under a contract that, you know, deemed it for him to go like that. You know, it'd be a whole play of bullshit fuckery. But Kobe beat and lost his life for real, but it'd be fake how it happened. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's like the movie, man. It's just like the fucking movie where these people died in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
What reason did you die? You know what I'm saying? The people that's in the movie didn't really die. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you gonna have to go on your own merit dealing with people who bringing you shit you ain't asked for, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I just lost my motherfucking nephew, but that's very real. You know what I mean? But it ain't
Mm-hmm.
to cast across the damn TV like it's a story for you to know. You know, it ain't your business if you can't do shit about it. You know what I mean? If
Mm-hmm.
you don't do shit about it. If where I give you this news and you just gonna wanna go do that, what happened to this person, you know, you wanna do the same shit. It's just it's a perpetuated cycle of fuckery. You know what I mean? That's where what happened to Kobe, that ain't none of our business.
Mm-hmm.
Business at all. You hear me? So therefore, whether the man lost his life for real or fake, shit, he's dead to us. He's probably alive to them and dead at the same time. His part in the movie's over. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right? He was a superstar in this shit, man. He know it's like he know a few people, but the whole world know this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, and you see how everybody make excuses to bring them into it to their world. They'll say they never met him, but they grew up with him. Because because it's some coincidental stuff that even my life, I can just put some shit together and be like, it's like Kobe Bryant. Like it's one thing, I ain't play my Powerball Mega Million number. My exact number came out, and the last number was 24 for the Powerball. My number was 3418, which I didn't play it. 3418, 2438, and the Powerball was 24. Now I just missed that number, and I was bitching, and I was telling my mom. And this is probably 2 days before he died, because I was breaking my mom down why these numbers is my number, because try to tell her, look, I ain't bullshit. Look, I had 23 for
I feel
Brian,
you.
I had 24 for Kobe Bryant, blah 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 blah. 38 is one of the numbers that hit the most with the. So I mean, now I was breaking down how they was all my numbers. Well, anyway, I mean, coincidentally, we 41 years old. Um, and then another coincidence is that damn cartoon. And people want to use that cartoon like they know it's the truth. I mean, I guess we have conspiracy theorists, but I would just say that I mean it was a coincidence because you can look you can I mean if since it's a popular topic and you know, a lot of people, talk about something or a subject. It's a lot of numbers you can tie to it to make it make sense. People saying that something two and the four was here and two or four or six, and I don't know if you died on the 26 or some shit like that, or and then they just put all these numbers like it was a big thing like that. But then they understanding the other numbers of, I mean, we just black people. Like we small percentages. I mean, some do got power. I can see somebody killing a black person that got power. But on that same note, you could see other motherfuckers that they would try to kill. For it seemed like for a better story or a purpose. Like just by saying that, and then they try to blame it on LeBron. I'll be like, damn, these motherfuckers ain't thinking right. LeBron, the one that's playing. Now, if they did him, you know what I mean, or something had to it, I would look at it more of a conspiracy that way. Than Kobe retired and doing better in his other life, out the radar, nothing to mainstream. He doing what, junior high or high school type stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that big mainstream, but then they want to put a whole Nipsey Hustle spin, like how Dr. Sebi, and now they want to do the thing about Mamba and how they was about to get their deal coming up. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And they use that to go with the whole conspiracy theory, but it's like, I mean, where is all these people meeting up at then? I mean, I did have a thought to myself. You even just listen to an interview from Magic Johnson. Now he do be taking some big ships out to the water and do have a lot of stars there or something like stars and friends. Now, if somebody had some video or some fucking ritual shit going on the boat far off with Magic Johnson. But other than that, these motherfucking groups, I would say, would have to be meeting up in third world countries where it's a reality anyway. Like, yeah, we can be meeting up in Syria, and we about to sacrifice people, and we got hearts and organs there already for some. You know what I'm saying? To be something that we didn't know about on the internet already, and we didn't already exposed the Illuminati or different religions or proclaimed demonic religions or what have you. You know, so I mean, I just my point is I just don't see the conspiracy theory, and I just see it more of a coincidence.
I feel that.
Hmm. And
Appreciate you,
they
bro.
they
I'm
they they
not.
supposed they supposed to be letting this other rocket off the study the properties of the sun a little bit better too, man. I don't know, forget the name of it, but we got a satellite going over there by the sun already. That's actually closer, but I guess we got one that we about to shoot up that's going to orbit a little bit farther away, and they're trying to find out what makes it work. You know, how is the sun collecting the energy? How is it moving and stuff and all that? But I mean, it was, you know, like I said, we just dropping theories, man. And I just thought a good theory was, you know, what if this heaven is inside the sun and the devil's at the bottom of the
The
sea?
the the blurry vision is a theory.
Hmm.
You go, you kind of go through the theory, and you end up in the clear blue. You know, you end up with the clear truth, the clear voice, the clairvoyance.
Hmm.
But theories is another form of blurry. You
Hey,
know,
hey, and
blurred.
blue can get hot. We seen a blue flame.
You say what?
I said, and blue can get hot because you know we have seen some blue flames. Shit.
That's right. I put that in the chat, man. Right now, it's in the chat. It's where you said the Stardust thing.
Hmm.
Star literally star bus, and where you were stared like you know you gotta aim a barrel and then bust a cap or bust a star. This is what's
Hmm.
this is what's happening on micro. I mean on macro down to micro. You know what I mean? You were stared through the barrel and you busted out in the form of starlight. You know what I mean? The very thing that illuminates this place, that's you. You can feel it on your skin because you are it. You one with that warm sun. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
that's true. It's a star burst. It's the busted star, the star dust that sprinkled all of us down here. You know, like
Hmm.
was on top of a cake. If that's what your floor is, you know what I mean? I ain't ever seen a motherfucker with no ball cake either. I see you got the FEC shit at the bottom of that your bed. Never seen a motherfucker cut a spherical cake though. They always circular flat like a boxing ring. You know, like today's cakes, they be weird as fuck. You probably can find a
You can
ball.
find. I was about to say you gonna find one now. I'll tell you that right now. They got
You hear
all kinds of motherfucking cakes.
the original cake? That original cake is shaped just like your trampoline. God damn it. Feel me? And the trampoline sits on the ground, just like the cake sits on a flat table. And it's got a flat top, man. You cut down in it, get you a wedge out that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Off the wheel of fortune. It wasn't called the ball of fortune. That motherfucker was called the wheel. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And we all know the wheel is a circle. You know what I mean? But it's a whole bunch of wedges on that motherfucker, full of numbers and colors and shit. But yeah, that's where we at with it, man. We are the clips in the, I mean the bullets in the clip or the bleed. You know what I mean? We all that shit, man.
Hey,
It's like,
yeah, I know
no,
something that Huey was saying. Now, I should give Huey one of these gems. You know how Michael Jackson say we are the world. We are the children. I think that's his song, or unless he was. I think that was a collaboration song. We are the world. We are the children. Yeah, we are the world. But we got to be in this world as whirling. But no, I ain't gonna mess with flat Earth today, man. I got some stuff to saved under my saved in my playlists and stuff, man. I just watch all different type of videos, man. I mean, I'm stable on the reality, even just from I was watching this show about how this astronaut was coming back in and re-entry and describing how it felt. Just from his personal description to describing how it felt for that capsule or re-entry, it could only been 100. He said his watch felt like it weighed a ton, and because he's like people don't of Earth really don't understand gravity, and
Right.
but you gonna understand it if you in space. And he said the force is so powerful once you like break back in that atmosphere, and just I mean just straight brought a light up in my head when he said his damn watch. He had a little plastic looking watch. He looked at his watch. He was like, man, when your watch weighed a ton, my neck weighed a ton. Like we do so many experiments, on the International Space Station and shit, where you will have to do it there. Even from just releasing milk and then just seeing the shit that's in milk, or just anything, just trying experiments, but you ain't understanding it. Like it is if you really was in space. Like you can just pour a glass of milk or pour some milk in your cereal bowl here, but then go there and try to make you a bowl of cereal, and then you will have nobody fully understands, but then you will have a better understanding what this gravity really is. See, so so just out of that, I'm looking at it. I'm gonna just throw a number out there. We this all a theory. I'm gonna throw a number. But just
See,
by seeing that, I'm thinking like 87% of the people in the world ain't really understanding what really is, or what they really trying to do, or you know just the differences of shit,
yeah.
atoms, molecules, fucking just particles, period. Just the whole
Hey,
breakdown. Even from another thing, I'm glad I seen this commercial just now. Even from another thing, they growing plants inside there. You see what I'm saying? So they even taking some seeds with them and plant. They growing. They seeing how plants grow there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it looked like, I mean, just take me personally. If I was able to sit here and watch me grow a plant, and then go to space and watch me grow a plant, you see, and then I'm learning. I'm like, damn, wait a minute, did this grow faster? Or is these buds, or did this flower bud that quick, or something? It's just understanding it, and I just think there's a lot of the deception is just a lot of misunderstanding, because we are in our realm, and
that's right.
we,
The
we,
center.
we, we just ain't really understanding what another realm is.
That's the
What.
real. That's what realm. You're supposed to be in the realm of the real you. Shit, knowing where you going. Like, you know where a seasoned old head, or just a seasoned youngster, they'd be like, "What the fuck is you doing going in that house, man?" Like, you know what they do in that motherfucker. You feel me? That's a whole different realm. And
Hmm.
yeah, the real you is going in there. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? They like, man, up in there, boy, they will bite your ass off your legs. Like, you ain't knowing where you going. You feel me? You go in that motherfucker in one piece and come out, looking like that puzzle we was just talking about. Others can't put back together, or they don't know how. That's, the
Hmm.
realm, different dimensions, and it's the real you going through every fucking door.
Hmm.
Yep. Realms. Hey, kind of like where Morpheus told Neo, I can only show you the door. You got to go through the motherfucker, though. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
right?
You just made me you made me think of something that was probably kind of off subject, but when you was talking about the old heads, and that's something that I always did, and I don't know what I was watching, but he was saying it was like I think I was watching some gangster gang shit, and it was like you still got to listen to the old heads regardless. And when you say old heads, I mean the motherfucker got to be willing to listen. If a motherfucker 1 year older than me, then he my elder. So I might
Fact.
take that extra time to listen to that person because he lived longer than me. You see what I'm
Fact.
saying? So
Yep.
and a lot of motherfuckers they get off track or they get out of pocket
Or
when they ain't doing
distracted.
or distracted when they ain't when they hard headed and they ain't listening to their elders. So instead of listening to the elders, they this nigga 26, but he listening to this 18-year old that got more money than him. And then you see posts on Facebook and shit. They was like, man, this motherfucker's 30-year-old got a 21-year-old big homie. Like, what the fuck is they talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. It's that, man.
How you gonna be in your 30s and your big homie in his 20s? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Did you understand
Hey,
how this shit
that's,
go?
hey, hey, that's one sign of literal cognitive dissonance, where you would get the seasoned ones who beat you. They got here first, so they've been driving longer than you on this here crash course, right? But you would
Mhm.
get some heads like little motherfucker, you can't tell me shit. They say nope, 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 no, no, nope. Whatever you say, young nigga, there ain't shit you can say to make them feel like they was wrong all of those years ago. You know what I mean? Where you come and correct them. You feel me? This where it is a whole line on the forefront called gatekeepers or hate keepers who player hate on, and they keep us out the motherfucking door, the heavenly gates, man. You feel me? Talk you in
Mhm.
your motherfucking stomach, nigga. Like your rectum is loose. Don't get you hear me? Don't get hit, motherfucker.
Hell
Like
yeah,
yo
they
him,
shit gonna be because
it's
they
like
ass
it's
gonna be
look.
in jail doing a long ass fucking 20-year bid. But if his
Mm-hmm.
dumbass would listen to this elder that was just 1 years older, he not understanding he was an elder. That motherfucker would be free.
Yeah, cause look, it's where shit is backwards, man. It's like the little brother play big brother play little brother. You know what I mean? Vice versa with the sisters. You know what I'm saying? But it's where, like, say your big brother, he been playing football longer than you. He's so dedicated. This motherfucker walk around in his cleats. He walk around in his jersey. This motherfucker be at church in his goddamn football hem. You hear me? So it's like he wearing this motherfucker under the sun. The sun dry, crack shit up. It's literally breaking shit down. That new shit you putting on. You feel me? Where like if you wear this dark blue shirt too long under the sun's gonna bleach it. You know what I mean? It's gonna
Mhm.
take the color away. So it's like that old ass football suit. It's like where I came into the game and I peeped some shit you ain't peeped. You know what I mean? You want to tell me I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But okay, let's clash then. It's the clash of the Titan, where my young helmet is fresh and it's newer than yours. It's in better condition than yours. Your helmet been, you been wearing that motherfucker. So mine is gonna crush your. This is the crackheads, man. This is what we are. We all crackheads, man. I'm it when I bust your fucking head. You know what I mean? I'm gonna cook your shit. It's where like we got some elders who doing their best to do their part and give us the keys to this game. But you got others who, you know what I mean? They are not giving you.
Mhm.
You can fly a kite longer. You can see as old as you want to be. You gonna fly that kite, but you too old man. Fucking rope. You know what I mean? Cause
Mm-hmm.
it's like I put a big ass tight on and wrap it around your neck and let you know what I'm saying? You don't want to share the kite. Let nobody play. Let nobody learn how to navigate air. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put your mother wrap that rope around your neck and wait. You know, lick my finger and wait for a strong gust to come out. Your ass will be up there like a balloon release.
Mm-hmm.
Gate, man. And it's all of these old motherfuckers telling the youngster to keep running and selling dope. These are gatekeepers, man. Deceivers. Every guy on that TV is just so I'm like, fuck them all. Straight up.
Yep.
Right back here. You know what I mean, bro?
No, I couldn't hear you. It was breaking up.
Nah, everybody on that TV, everybody that's not on the TV know on it, and them motherfuckers on that TV don't give a fuck to know you. So fuck them, and every story they keep putting, you want me to know Kobe? Tell me, I don't want to hear them. You feel me? Billion man marches through that TV. Man,
you said it's so many?
Huh?
Then you was breaking up at the end, mind's eye. You said 1,000,000 man march to the TV.
Yeah, that's you know, you can't touch that. You feel more if that's real. These little stories they feel like man. Y'all eat that mother.
Oh damn, he dropped. Yeah, I heard shit breaking up. He must have dropped out. But yeah, man, I don't try to get up into that conspiracy theory type shit. If a nigga motherfucking older than you, I just think I think it'd help for a motherfucker to just listen and learn. Oh, you back in, mind's eye? Can you hear me, bro? Hold on, let me back it and see if this works. Hold on. All right, can you hear me now, mind's eye? Oh, this shit breaking up. I gotta charge my shit anyways, man. I guess I'm gonna just fucking close it down, man. I just want to thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all coming up here, dropping some knowledge, sharing some theories or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna charge my shit up, man. I don't know.
I'm
We
about
might
to
do a show or probably hop on Sir Drop shit.
Can be heard though. Clear.
Oh, I can hear you.
Wrap that one up.
Okay, so how do you?
What'd you say, mind's eye?
Can you hear me, Rash?
I can hear you now a little bit. It's just robotic. It just now kicked in.
Hear me. But you're dealing with that, man. I'm looking at comment.
Damn, I can't even hear you, bro.
And if your head ain't busted, it for sure got a crack in it. Because it's a puzzle that's put together. You know how the skull got all of the set, and it's like a jigsaw puzzle. Each end of the pieces of the skull that come together, they do just like a puzzle that one little lip goes into the next indentation and they click in together. Your skull do the same shit. And them are the cracks in that motherfucker. I'm pretty sure it's all kind of liquid that ooze through them motherfuckers while it's sitting up under your skin. But yeah, motherfucker, understand or overstand what's going through your thought process in that skull. They gonna bust your head. They gonna bust your cracked head. That's an egg. They're gonna cook on a hot street in this here Americas. The street stay hot. You know how they'll cook an egg on a brick. On a hot, sun-dried brick, high noon, motherfucker, cook the shit out your egg. And it's just what everybody else been eating in high noon and busting eggs out the head. Cooking them motherfuckers in the street. You know, everything, your whole mental right there, courting the street.
Hey, you talking about an egg just remind me of a science project that never worked for me. Is when you're supposed to squeeze an egg and it's supposed to not be able to break. I break that egg every motherfucking time.
You gonna squish it? It's a circle that's the oval. You can't do nothing but that motherfucker you squeeze. You gonna square the circle. Like Play-Doh, man, they give you this shit to mush around. Yeah, fall back. Talking to a little baby.
Oh.
Yeah, man. You Play-Doh, man, and that's that fuck. Like you said, that egg, man. Your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little baby, you can be like, ugh. Like, you're gonna be slanging that shit like alien slime. It's on you, know what I mean?
That's another thing. Aliens. Look, you know them aliens me and Drop was talking about?
Uh-huh.
Well, if y'all got time, when I get off here, they got a thing called Two Fishermen. And you can probably Google it saying 2 fishermen spotted alien. Well, anyway, this happened about, I don't know, not too long ago. Why these motherfucking 2 fishermen see the same type of shit that me and Drop was telling y'all about. And the crazy thing is, supposedly, when it flew over their head, they start getting scared, ducking in their boat and shit. But they boat wouldn't start up. They said they tried to start that bitch up about 10 times and they boat wouldn't start up. I want to say it happened in Venezuela. I ain't sure though, but it's somewhere weird, and it was somewhere to where even by saying that they gonna get ridiculed, like they can really get in trouble or some shit like that. But they gonna get ridiculed about sharing it. But some scientists and shit, basically, make a long story short, some scientists and shit actually caught on to what they were seeing, and they went out there immediately, and they found some properties where I guess the ship had landed, and the shit is unexplainable, the imprints and shit that was there. But it caught my eye because it was just as me and Drop was describing to y'all.
Hey, look at this. You know what an alien really is? It's you. An alien is. Are you familiar with pragmatic beings?
Not really. Enlighten me a little bit.
It's the opposite of problematic, where a motherfucker can create a lot of problems. It's those who keep problems from, or they problems, and you won't ever
how a guardian angel would be looked up on as, right?
Yeah, something like a guardian. I mean, a guardian or angel. A monk. You know what I mean? These are pragmatic beings. But where you get a alien, you get alignment. When you align common sense within yourself, it ain't too much that you can't handle. You hear me? You won't ever be caught inside of a panic. You know what I mean? You won't ever
Mm-hmm.
you won't be one that cause others problems. You know what I mean? You are pragmatic. You know, it's like you know how they gave you deities where these motherfuckers just float up to you. They don't even walk. They got
Mm-hmm.
they features on their face is not serious and it's not playing. They are
Mm-hmm.
who they are. You know what I mean? Where
Mm-hmm.
where where you gotta these type of people, you gotta really be funny to make them laugh. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say some slick shit to make them laugh. These people here are problematic, and you could say you can just put your lips and your tongue together and do that shit and they'll laugh. But a pragmatic being ain't having that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta really be the talent or that craft to make somebody crack a smile. You know what I'm saying? Because this person that's pragmatic is thinking on every area you coming from with your joke. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
is an alien who catch people like me and yourself. We are moved through this world where we ain't like the rest of the people. You hear me? We'll say, oh, slow down, youngin. Listen up and let me teach down to you. You know what I mean? This is the teach pragmatic being is your grandma or your grandpa, who lived the necessary life they was taught, you know, the original teachings in this place. So that's when you align your spine and your mind and your senses is flowing and going and everything is necessary with your success. You know what I'm saying? You are a pragmatic alien to these people who think on a low vibration in this place. They run around like little rats. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And this world against those who so-called rich shit, and they treat you just step on in your kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Them people not pragmatic. Them people are problematic. They create the hell you live in. You know what I mean? The pragmatic one is our creator, who you mimic. You know what I mean? You mimic the creator, but they made you like they low vibrational asses, where they do what they want to down here, and what they want to do ain't shit they need to be doing. You feel me? So yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
that with the alien. It's a man or a woman who does what they supposed to. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Incline. That's it, man. You know, like where you impress, you indent, you put a impression on a person. You know what I mean? You identify with a person, y'all see eye to eye. You know, that's where you look at your woman, man. Y'all can stare at each other 10 plus seconds, and y'all both just crack a smile. There go the dimples in your cheeks if you got them. Know what I mean? Them two more eyes right there on the side of your face, smiling right under your eye, or under your literal eyes. We call them dimples. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that kind of shit, man. When you pragmatic, you gonna see it. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
but I do think it's a lot of truth into aliens helping the kings back in the day, like King Tut and shit like that, to get all them people to work for them as slaves and shit like that. I,
Uh-huh.
I, I think it. I think you have to have some kind of extraterrestrial help through civilization.
I feel you.
I
You
mean,
better
even
know.
as far as uh, King Tut's dagger, you know what I mean? You can't find that material nowhere on Earth.
Yeah, he died with that motherfucker in between his legs. Period.
And look, and you know how people say, I mean, I believe it's true, but people don't. It's like every time you go to see a dinosaur or a dinosaur museum, they all fake. They'll tell you the real ones in the back.
Uh,
But when you go see, if you see that King Tut dagger, they ain't got no they ain't got no replica for that, or that material. You know what I mean?
Right,
And that
right,
shit
right.
and the shit that is made of is only outer space. And like I said before, when I was younger, I mean, but this will make me hypocritical because I'm not a firm believer of an alien, even though I have actually seen UFOs. And as we was talking about as being a kid and having dreams and shit like that, when I was a kid, I'm telling you, I got visited by the fucking devil, or it could have just been a powerful demon. It might not
I
have been
feel.
the devil. Maybe it was just one of the other demons. But even by having that experience, I would still say I don't fully believe because even from what I was reading earlier, the reason why I would say I don't believe because it ain't nothing that's gonna leave prints of it, if you will. And if I see something walking with fucking 10 feet, 10 toes, or 8 legs, you know what I mean, or something like that. We ain't got no prints that really identify that as being a alien. I mean, and I can go as far as watching whether it's fake or not. Them how they show a picture of a Nephilim. You ever see them show a picture of Nephilim and they digging them from the ground and it's so big and they
Yeah,
scraping the dirt from all around it. But I still couldn't look at that as an alien just because we got the giants, the David and Goliath era, the Nephilims. I mean,
yeah.
I
Like,
mean,
look,
I guess
look,
that
look,
would
look,
be an alien, but
look at this. Where they give you that whole concept of the just say the movie Aliens. You know, it
hmm
literally busts out the belly. That motherfucker even that motherfucker even got silver caps like they give you when you got them fucked up baby teeth. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
But it busts through the belly, just like you in the belly. It's like a yellowish color. It's transparent when it's born, but when it gets to growing and it gets into the state, where it's got its color, it's a black ass alien with a long ass head. You know what I mean? But this
hmm
man, it's just an analogy of what you are, man. You come from a little germ, a little sperm, a little worm. You shape shifted all the way up into what you are now. You know what I mean? You came out the belly, motherfucker screamed like you was coming through the belly button. You know what I mean? So this whole thing with this motherfucker, it's where ain't nobody on this planet just made up shit, man. You gotta reference it from, where your thoughts it ain't it ain't where you ain't thinking nothing that ain't been thought before. You gotta think within the confines of what this existence is. You know what I mean? This
hmm
this this where you realize every fucking superhero they done made, it comes from something that the creator made first. You know what I
hmm
mean? Ain't
Yeah,
nobody just down here hating. Everything we do is second hand to what's been done on high. You know.
and that's what I was saying about the mermaids and stuff and all that. See, I can mix the mermaid with the Medusa story. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. And hey, that's them creatures. That's them creatures, man. It's kind of like where you said that with the Medusa, it made me think about the werewolf. You know what I mean? How that
hmm
like, and he busts out the clothes and all of that shit. He busts through all of that shit, and you look up, it's a whole nother form. You feel me? But when the daylight comes back around, the original man, goes to he goes back to just that. You know what I mean? This where
Right.
this feminine,
Hey,
this feminine, it does change a
and
man.
it could be, hey, it could be simple as he ain't no human, so he a werewolf. He don't even got to wear a dress. He naked.
Mm-hmm.
He don't got to wear a dress like the humans. He got different properties. He's
Yeah,
something else.
yeah. So look. Where I'm stressing it too. is where if dog is man's best friend, you feel me? Then the dog is for the man. So if the man is up here changing into a feline werewolf, you know what I mean? They say the
Mm-hmm.
wolf is a, you know what I mean? But where
Yeah,
this,
wolf is a dog.
it ain't got nothing to do with a fucking dog. You know what I mean? This fucking werewolf is all features of a cat. You know what I mean? It's like where you get the bobcat. You know what I mean? That's literally, Bob is a man. You feel me? And the
Mm-hmm.
cat is feminine. You know what I'm saying? This is masculinity and femininity, femininity in one vessel. You know what I
Hey, that
mean?
is like a dog and a cat at the same time.
At the same time. Yeah. But this vessel, it manifests through the man, but under the feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? Where you see his body bulking up and shit. That's like a whole birth and ripping through the clothes and shit, man. It's always been a man. It ain't. I can't remember werewolf being women. Not even on what's that movie? Underworld.
Underworld.
Men.
The underworld with the lichens.
Yep, that was all of the men that was the Lycans was it was just that the former man changing into the cat wolf or whatever, the werewolf. Like where the hell this wolf come from?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm waiting for part 3 to come out of that shit, man. I like them type of movies, for real,
I
for real.
like I like that. Yeah, Underworld was a motherfucker, man.
I
You
was
know,
mad they stopped. They stopped it. I mean, you might didn't get the vision in your head, but I got the vision of when they locked that white werewolf down there. That was so beautiful as a werewolf. It show just reminded me of a reflection of the devil for some reason.
some type of exotic type of it's
You know,
deep. Where you just said that, you made me think of that Beowulf movie. You know what I mean?
it
Where
was
that
it was a pretty all white werewolf at
mother-
that, like an albino
and then
werewolf.
on in this place. You know how like say as a man, as a got a big sister, they try to dress you up. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I remember those commercials. They motherfucking dudes, put his daughter and eat Doritos and shit. But it's like the woman, literally, it's where she chooses on her own to, be that shit. You hear me? Ain't no man telling them women to do that. Hey, so it's like the woman does do what she want to do, but they coach it on. They way the men putting on the dress. They kick it with the dude who doing. You know what I mean? And I
Hmm.
don't know. I ain't judging nobody. I ain't saying what they doing is right or wrong, but I don't think that the man should be treated in this manner. Like man, look, man or mice. Are you a man or a woman? Like
A
you
man or
wearing
her?
it. It's crazy as fuck, right? Where you peep the game, it's like they try to dress a man up. Period. You get to the point
Hmm.
like, mama, I don't want no, don't lick your finger and put that on my face no more. Like I got it now. You know what I
Right.
mean? She, you my baby. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. It's a crazy thing, man. This is where I know they got a model out here, and the model is not the original version. The model is just that. It's a secondhand trophy. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's like the model is like secondhand chew food where you get peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? This shit is secondary to you being able to chew your own peanuts or your own grapes. You know what I mean?
Hey
To where
man,
you
but these
get
studs out here is something else, man. They are
woo.
something else.
Look at
And
that. Look, not to cut you off. Look, a stud is the tack on the wall. A tack is the cat. that attacks the dog. Go ahead, though.
So you
She looked like me.
Yeah,
She goddamn.
yeah, man, these motherfucking studs, man. That shit is crazy. But I bet I probably need to do a little research on it. But I bet it's something wrong with their brain. You know how scientists find something that's not normal about their brain when,
Yeah,
well, you know, gay
yeah,
people and just shit like that in general. It got to be
yeah.
something fucked up in there. But look, I saw this one dude. He was talking about this dyke bitch he got into it with, and he's or it might have been a rap. It was somebody. They said this. They was like they said you will never be, you know, saying you got a strap on dick, but you will never know how that ooh uh feel. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
uh,
You know they can put the fake dick in the bitch, but they don't know how we feel the ooh and the ah when we put our dick in the bitch. You know what I mean? They don't even know what the best part of it is. You see what I'm saying? So it looked like it's almost like a sacrifice. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna sacrifice my feelings just to make you feel good. I ain't gonna get nothing out of it. I'm gonna act like it. It might be
mhm.
something mentally fucked up in my brain that making me think like I'm getting something of it. But bitch, you'll never know how to ooh I feel once you stick your tip in the bitch. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, look at that. Like where I build on that with you, where they so called got something wrong with their brain. The only thing
Uh-huh.
that's so called wrong is you got control over it. The creator ain't, ain't no flaws dealing with this birthing process and you being that baby, that body. Ain't nothing wrong with that brain. If it was something wrong with that brain, shit, you would have never got to be the body. Because this is all mental. So if
Mhm.
something wrong with your fucking brain, shit, it should have put a left arm on the right side and a right arm on the left side. Something so fucking wrong with your brain. The only thing with our brain is we not thinking right centered with it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
all these motherfuckers who trying to turn around and tell the creator that they made them wrong or something wrong with the energy that manifests these bodies, if they want to turn around and tell the creator that all karma's coming for their chest, fuck your ass. You hear me?
Uh-huh.
Karma's coming face to you. Cause ain't nothing wrong. That's like a flower. I ain't seen one fucking flower grow wrong. You hear me? And the ones that grew wrong, they still lived until they died. But it was a rose. It wasn't saying it was a goddamn whatever else
A
it said it
cauliflower.
wanted.
It ain't a rose never thought he was a cauliflower. Shit.
Fact. What does human being get off? Like I ain't seen no fucking cows trying to go to your school. You ain't seen no fucking bears trying to shop at your goddamn store and say, "Oh, the creator, man, I'm supposed to be a human." You know what I mean? I ain't supposed to be this bear. These motherfuckers. The only thing that didn't happen is we got a superpower where we can play dumb. All the way up from the day you born to the day you die, you can act like you don't see what's going on. You know what I mean?
And right, I'm glad you said that because they gotta see what's going on. And by what I'm saying was see what's going on, look at their motherfucking face. Fuck they Adam's apple or their neck. You know the
Mm,
face of a man and the face of a woman. Now
fact.
it could be some cases that look close or whatever, but you know a fucking female face and a motherfucking male face. So the male face gonna come with the dick, and the female face gonna come with the pussy. Period. They ain't gonna have the most beautiful female face with a motherfucking dick. I don't give a fuck how much plastic fucking surgery, bro. Bitch, you not beautiful. You a fucking man. The fuck? You got your hair grow like a man on the face.
And look at this where they like, all right, so much chaos that went on with our creator, right? But you can do this and tell us in order how you fucked up. You know what I mean? You can give us an order on your this. You feel you know what I'm saying? It's where you take all the
you cutting out by his eye. I can't hear you, bro.
can you hear me now?
Say something. Okay, yeah, yeah,
Can you hear me now? Yeah,
yeah.
it's like they gonna take everything that's in order and then say it's out of order and put they disorder in order for us. You know, where motherfuckers sit up telling you that he was born a boy, but he really feel like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is crazy, man. You think you gonna take your fucked up brain and put that shit in mind? Like literally in mind? You gonna put
Hey,
that shit in
and
mind? You know?
I just saw some crazy ass shit on divorce court yesterday. It was a big tall black man with a big tall white woman, and they talking about getting divorced, and she talking about you been cheating, and the whole time I'm like, this look like a mother's got to be a motherfucking man. This bitch, they talking about she did had her surgery and all this shit, and she thought he cheated when they went and did surgery. I was like, I cannot believe this shit. This motherfucker knowing damn well this is a fucking man. And that shit just blew my fucking mind. It was like a hood nigga, and he was married to no, a white man, but the white man is the girl, and they married. I'm like, what the
And
fuck?
he played himself. He probably didn't. Some motherfuckers, big babies, big stupid motherfuckers, man. It's some of them out here that don't know, bro. That's where we telling them, man.
No,
We
but this
telling them,
this
check your
really
tape.
turned my stomach. So they go into the case, and they like, yeah, but we caught you online or online dating sites. Talk about, I'm down for anything and all and all that. Damn, I forgot where I was going with that. But I say what really turned my stomach. Um,
Anything, yeah, yeah. You done took anything literally. Anything. Uh, damn.
a little, yeah, yeah. It's distorted just a little bit. I heard you though that time. Damn, nope, you went out now.
Okay, I wasn't saying nothing. Give me 1 second. Here I come.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean to say that it's just I guess it's just a part of being humane, and it's like all other animals is more humane than us. A male animal ain't gonna try to fuck no other male animal. So it's like,
Fact.
why in the fuck would these fucking human beings be doing this shit?
Yeah.
It
Yep.
it it it, it,
It's
you
still.
know, a lot of people, scientists and whatever, this world science, by using this television, they brainwashing motherfuckers, man. Because I was
Brain
watching
span.
Sanford and Son, and they made a show about, like, oh, is my son a fag? I know he ain't gay. He went down to the gay bar. Hold on, go ahead and follow him, Julio. Let's make sure that he ain't up so he come home. They start fucking with him and shit like that. And they took all that shit off TV. So now if the LGBT community, if they see a show like that, oh, they about to cause hell. They about to cancel that whole show, the whole
Yep.
television network. Like, what the fuck? I was like, whatever happened to shit? Hey,
Hey,
hey, if Donald Trump want to do something, if you want to make America great again, stop showing faggot shit on TV and make that shit man and woman, and go from there.
yeah. Hey, it's crazy because it's to where you realize men that wore bell bottoms it wasn't no more than a dress.
Uh-huh.
over your uncles, your ankles. You hear me? Where a man stands, they had skirts on them motherfuckers. They called them bell bottoms. You know, the game is being feminized for the man. Like you always said, man, turned into a fruit cake. You know what I mean? The spells is getting so much more potent. It's where the man is gonna disappear. If this shit keep on going on, God gonna disappear, and it's gonna be all cats on this motherfucker, man.
Hey, you know I'm a globe earther, so I was being funny. It ain't really had the globe earth about globe earther, but the joke was funny. Me and my girl seeing this gay motherfucker, and we was talking. I was like, man, he a fucking fruit ball, and we was laughing like a motherfucker. I was like, I don't know why I came up with that word, but that motherfucker is a straight fruit ball.
Straight up. You gotta call it how you see it. You know what I mean? And where you see it, you touch and feel it. You know what I mean? That's like a blind motherfucker. Like, yeah, this is leather. This, you know what I mean? This suede right here. You gonna call it how you see it, man. The surface tells you just what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Sign up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We penetrators. It's where she kind of sort of do the same shit we do. Where you look at it and you peep the game with the creator's mirror, everything that you lay your eyes on, that's you. And everything looking at you, that's them. You know what I mean?
That's how we. That's how we know a motherfucker is a damn cross dresser. Cause you
Yeah,
looking like, no, that ain't me. That.
yeah. Hey, that's literally like we just said, cross dresser. That's the fork in the road. Remember we just said that the Trinity
Yeah.
stands to the chest of the cross.
Off that trident.
Yeah, yeah. So
Hmm.
like when you think about it, the fork in the road. This is the devil and the God. You know what I mean? Or the cat and the dog. It's like
Uh-huh.
the feminine energy. Then we so unbalanced. This feminine energy has overrun the masculine. Period. And we the ones, we the ones trying to fight for what's right, man. Centered
Hey,
right.
I'm gonna try to go. I'm gonna try to travel back in my life real quick,
Uh,
and I'm gonna say I found out that Santa Claus wasn't real before I found out that mermaids wasn't real.
but where we say he's not real, he is very real. Very real. Like every fucking like you can take you a pen or a marker and a piece of paper and draw some shit right now. You hear me? Give it a name
Hmm.
and all that. Couldn't nobody tell you that wasn't real. Like every fucking cartoon you witnessed, everything you witnessed here is very as real as you are. Whether it's
But it
gone, you
is.
on one day.
Hey, but that's what I based this kind of off of. Of damn, that shit didn't slip my damn mind. Oh, that's how history basically did. They did they twists and turns, and they turned something real into a lie.
Eh,
You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? They turned something real into a lie, and then they made it a
A,
reality.
yep. A literal play. Look, I say they made it a movie, and where the reality is hidden inside of this movie, those that don't got the eyes ain't gonna see. They just gonna keep watching the movie. They ain't gonna see the reality. They ain't gonna see the real with the real eyes. You know what I mean?
Because you could think because it's like they took Saint Nick, and did a couple hundred years of another religion. You know, the
Yeah.
dude with the big white beard and all that
Yeah.
shit. It did the
Look,
shit over. It got something to do with the Moors. I can't really pinpoint it out, but it got something to do with the Moors to where it was like it was some black people working for that dude with the white beard. You see what I'm saying? And help
yeah.
making the toys or whatever they was doing. You know what I mean? And they just it just looked like they just getting the story twisted around. And that's where I was saying, like, from mythology, there's some truth in mythology, but we don't know the exact truths because just how about the story, like I said about the story of the mermaid, They used to have watches and mirrors and combs and shit that was like foreign to them, but you couldn't see it or it'd kill you or blind you or some shit. And I just think they took that Medusa thing to where you would turn to stone. So they'd take a couple realities and make a truth out of
uh, uh, I
it. I
figured
mean,
deal.
even from the trident, didn't Aquaman have a trident?
Yes, and he flowed in that feminine water.
Superman can fly.
You know, it's a thin line between love and hate, man. And this is what we dealing with. You know,
Hey,
it's,
turn around.
it's probably total chaos that got this place in the order it's in. You know what I
It,
mean?
that's why wordplay comes in. You got deceit. You got being deceived. It's gonna happen. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. I mean, somebody might really did get tricked by a cross dresser that's really a man, and they might have really thought it was a motherfucking female. But then that
Hey,
it's a whole bunch of other stories. It could be something wrong with your brain, or it just could just be the words. You could have been desperate. You could have been lonely.
hey, look at this, man. I was thinking about this not too long ago. It's where like the woman might have a hidden hate for your ass. You know what I mean? She don't even know it. But it's like where you got the soldier bees come flying out the hive. You know
Hmm.
where the bee sting shit. They say it's gonna die. You know what I mean? So where the bee sting, this is no different from you stinging her. Look, when you sting her, she swell up with a baby in her belly. She's allergic to you, man. You
Hey,
hear me?
and when she sting you, you might lose all your money in your bank account.
Yeah, you losing everything. You hear me? Especially in this world. But look, where you sting her, she end up swelled, whole body fucked over with 9 months. You know what I mean? She gotta eat extra. You know what I mean? She gotta do a whole bunch of shit fucking with you. You know what I mean? All you doing is bucking and fucking. But it's where you like a motherfucking nine. You like a 9 millimeter literal bullet pistol, and she's literally the bow and arrow. You know what I mean? She got to pull back slow on your energy, make the baby, and then shoot the baby out between her legs. You know what I mean? You the fast. You reload a clip fast, where she got to draw back. You feel me? She got to take the wood, make the fucking bow and all that. You know what I mean? Then shoot it. Just hope
Hmm.
she don't shoot that motherfucker at you. Where you make a family in this world today with her shit, your own babies will go against you if you ain't a thorough father.
Yeah, sure will. Hey,
Your
and that's one thing I tried to always focus on with my kids because everybody go through their different trials and tribulations, and I've been in trials and tribulations, but I always made sure I just take the top time out to give them that 101 time to let them know, I love you, I'm here for you, and all that. You know what I mean? And like about almost three of my kids is grown now, and it looked like it worked because as you said, like you said, I felt like I've been in relationships to where the bitch fucking hated me, hated my guts, but tell me they love me and shit like that. But then
right.
after that dream was over, you find out that you know
Yep.
that bitch wasn't
Yep.
right.
Like where you got stung by a bee, you couldn't help but want to find the nest and fuck that motherfucker up. You hear me? You wanted to tell you was a man yourself. So just imagine what the shit that she ain't telling you. You know what I mean? And some people can't even stop the thought it's just gonna come. Like it'll be a good woman. She'll be smacking herself in the head, like because she knows she love you, but it's a thin it's a thin line between love and hate.
It
You
sure
know what I
is.
mean? You can't tell me that she love you like that, like, oh, she swole her feet fat. You hear me? Yeah, she love you, but nigga, she hate you too. She really hates you if you ain't gonna be there to endure that shit with her, man. She's
Mm-hmm.
gonna raise your family against you, period.
Mm-hmm.
Your babies is gonna be like bullets. You better not be you know what they say, a fine specimen. You better not be
Mm-hmm.
that. He gonna give you a run for your money when he grow his wings. He gonna fuck daddy up. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
He got the same biceps, tricep, heart, mind, all that shit. And mama programmed them to get your ass. Straight up. Look, the cat done sick the dog on the dog. Your little
Hey,
son.
hey, even that movie Power show that.
See? And I don't even watch Power, but I hear enough people talking. I know, yeah, Ghost's own son went against him, huh?
Hell yeah.
I probably don't watch this shit, but enough people watch this shit where I hear their lips. I saw it too.
Mm-hmm. And,
Just
and,
say what I do. On my mama, I don't watch Power.
and the moral of the story is, he like, son, I love you. I done did all this for you, but he wasn't there enough. So
Yeah.
now the mom spit all that poison in his ear to where he doing the shit against daddy. He hanging out with his
Mm-hmm.
dad's enemies and attempted killers and shit like that.
Yeah.
Nigga done, so
Yeah.
now he robbing his own daddy and shit. And
Hell
motherfuckers
yeah.
trying to kill him. And his own son got all the dope and shit. And so he got it and don't even know it.
Facts. Motherfucker running around. You done made all of the money, man. You done made all of the honey, man. Like motherfuckers just like I will not stay away from my family talking about I'm working. Working is wrecking. So you just a fucking wreck. You know what I mean? To take care of your family, and you did that to take care of your family. You ain't even there with them. You just keep on hustling and busting.
Hey, but
Hustle.
that's another thing I'm going through, man. It's not really my small circle of the family. It's the other part. And by this Kobe Bryant shit, like seeing how Shaq crying and shit, and
Uh,
just the time to tell people that they love you. Like even my grandmother, I don't see her as much. You see what I'm saying? And she like, well, when you gonna? I just seen her at my grandfather's funeral, and
no doubt. My condolences.
like when you gonna come over? I'm like, I'll be over there, Grandma. I just been, trying to working and getting stuff together. You know what I mean? So it's
Right?
like you gotta use. So I guess you gotta try to make that time out to see your family. I mean, I want to, but it's like I feel like right now I got about 50 people that say, "Oh man, you don't ever come around. When you gonna come through?" It's like, damn, now I gotta meet everybody's standards. I gotta, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and,
Cause
and
all
then
of
it
that,
get overwhelming.
it's like you be like, I've been so busy. This is what you be telling your family, like I've been so busy. You know what I mean? This where they ain't letting you breathe. You hustle. That's you sitting there trying to catch your breath to hustle. You know what I mean? It's like
Mhm.
motherfucker clapping behind you saying hustle up, You know what I mean? That's where you gotta if it's yourself that's doing this, you gotta pause. You
Mhm.
gotta fall back and say, I'm going home, man. You know what I mean? I'm missing what I'm doing this for. I'm literally missing it all. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
With that, man, you beat and dug your hole.
Mhm.
Ain't like you can't be that contradiction. Straight up, you can't. That's just like what we say. We didn't have our daddies and shit.
Mhm.
You know, our daddy hustled in the street. Literally, he didn't go sign no fucking contract, but he was working. You know what I mean? He was hustling his ass off. He was gone. What they say with the fellas and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's life. That ain't work. You know what I mean? So she be at home living life, and your ass be living life on the hustle. You ain't never coming home. You Rolling Stone. That's that song right there.
Hey, man, I guess that's why the goal is to get rich. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I want to get rich. One of the things I want to get rich, I just want to get rich to bring my family closer. For real, for real.
Facts, man. I wish I could snap my fingers and just have all of the so-called money. Everybody I know, I do that tomorrow, man. You can come. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
it's where that money that we looking for, that we want in the snap of a finger, man. They make you work for it, and that's a lot of time you gonna spend away from your family. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Hell
All
yeah.
that, yeah. The lights ain't going out no time soon. You feel me? We got money, but pops ain't here. So yeah, your little daughter and son got the house full of motherfuckers. You know what I mean? They partying and all that. You saw house party.
Hell yeah.
Hmm. It's all chaos that's order instead of it, literally being order. And that's fucked up when you think about house party. All of the other parents' kids is at my fucking house party. But I'm at, look, my daddy at work. Where the fuck is y'all parents?
Smoking dope.
Smoking. You done came out your room window on a rope. You hear me? Or you done tiptoed past mom and daddy. Like this how they got to your house party. So you ain't no different from that motherfucker on the corner selling dope out the crack house. Cause what they do at your party? They drink, smoke, they do all of that shit children shouldn't do. So
Hey,
your little party is really the crack house.
hey, and you just reminded me, man. I was looking at this documentary. I think it was one of these gangs, and it was back when they used to sell, somebody over used to sell joints $1 a joint. So the dude would go get 10 joints for his dad, every now and then. Remind you, the dude's dad is a preacher. He go get 10 joints for the dude's dad, and the girl will sell it to him. He was only about 15. She'll sell it to him because she knows for his dad. So his dad would be out working and preaching and whatnot, and him and his boys got caught in there, smoking weed. They said his dad took all their weed and smoked it up, smoked it up.
For real.
Told them motherfuckers to get out of here. I was like, yeah, he was having a party in there with his boys. Okay, his dad as a preacher, he took that weed and smoked all that shit.
See, that's what it be like, man. That's that motherfucking that house party, man. That was a crack party. That was how they say the drugs is the gateway. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? And that motherfucker with that house party shit, it was more or less on the corner. We don't give a fuck what they say. Let that motherfucker burn. Don't the crack house burn? Like motherfuckers like when they cooking
We
dope,
don't need no
burn the
water.
wood.
Let the motherfucker burn. Burn,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Hey, and I know you done said that at some parties.
You hear me? And look at
I
this
know you done said
look at this where they cook dope in the crack house.
that.
Yo, the ceiling burns under that stove. You hear me? Where them fucking flamers are on.
Hmm.
Look in the crack house, man. You burning the ceiling straight like that. Them old school stoves, man. Them motherfuckers push flame out them motherfuckers, man. The crack house, yeah. That's where you partied at when you was supposed to be at home.
Hey, some of them motherfuckers done blew up. They ain't turned that eye all the way off, motherfucker.
Damn
That
right.
dude firing that dope up and that lighter is not working. Soon as that bitch work, he blow up.
Mm-hmm. Whole fucking ceiling black. You hear me
Shit,
like the
you.
bottom of grandma's pots.
Hey, shit, cause Richard Pryor burnt this off up smoking crack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what they call it? What that nigga burnt this shit good.
Hell yeah, he got burnt the fuck up.
Yeah, he had a whole comedy based on that shit, didn't
Uh-huh, hell yeah.
he? Hey, this I appreciate you, bro. It be I don't like to say freestyle no more. I know
Yeah.
drop probably on autopilot, but
Mm-hmm.
it ain't freestyle no more, man. I'm just high on this life, and I'm giving away treasure, man. I know I know if it catch if it catch ground with the people and the people start listening and learning,
Mm-hmm.
those like ourselves, we can be, you know, so called crucified. You hear me? Because
Mm-hmm.
I know better. It's where I got enough sense to know what I, but I ain't
I
gonna.
mean, you being a man, you being the DNA of a man. You doing your work.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna
You
keep it to myself. I
you
know.
helping. You helping people.
Yes,
That's
yes. Go ahead.
that's what I want to do. I try to share as much information as I can. Uh, I mean, to help somebody, regardless of how they take it. They sometimes they might not take it as help. Like I had a family member. I had to tell them, they wasn't smelling too good. Like that wasn't cool. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I love you, man. You can't do that. Like you gotta get your
Look at that.
hygiene together. I mean, it hurt my feelings. I felt like a tear is about to come out my eyes. I told the person that, but it's just that, like,
I feel.
uh, you know.
I got a new one where we the AIC, and that's AYEEYESEE, opposite of the CIA. Hey, I see, man. It's 2020. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
and I do it because I do care. And it's like that with dealing with that. I know the ones that call themselves the FED. They gonna come to feed on my ass. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
ASK by ASS, and I may not tell them about the treasure that dwells within my chest and my mind, So they'll be fed up with me for not feeding them. So they'll torture me. You know what I mean? And this is what they did to Jesus. Jesus wasn't nothing but another brother that got tortured by the FEDs. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus fed everybody. You know what I'm saying? Every
Mm-hmm.
this ain't talking about the humans. This is everybody. Animals, everything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So fuckers that hated that shit, they call
Mm-hmm.
themselves the CIA and the FEDs, man. And they took one E out of the feed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where you feed, like where everything here is a drug, the food you eat, you know what I mean? It's all you can overdose on anything here. You are the
Oh
overdose.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Even
look,
coffee. No,
go ahead.
I say even coffee, man. Shit, 'cause
Yeah,
I
yeah.
be
Look,
drinking coffee too much, man. I'm fucking myself up with this damn coffee shit. I'm drinking
I'm
hot
through with
chocolate right
coffee.
now to try to curb the shit.
Yeah, I'm through with that shit this year. No more coffee, man. Look. It's where I know myself. I just get endless doses of this life. It come with every breath I take, right? So
Mm-hmm.
these doses they keep me high. You know what I mean? But I know some of the things that I'm seeing inside of this psychedelic experience. Some people won't be able to comprehend. They ain't high as me. You hear me? Like where they say, get on my level. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's about the drugs. Where you grounded and sober, your ass is just you a dead soldier. You hear me? Because motherfuckers
Mm-hmm.
that's with you is all low vibrational creatures. You know what I'm saying? So like if you don't get up there, like something that's coming up out the ocean, the sharks that
Mm-hmm.
swimming, they're gonna eventually get hungry and they're gonna eat your ass while you floating in that water. But if you can't get to higher land, you're gonna stay in that hell.
Hey, that's where that natural high come in. You gotta have
Yeah,
a natural high.
yeah. This is where you will be alive. You got eyes to survey and survive. So with you still breathing the air, it's gonna allow you to stay high. And if you can't keep yourself where you could breathe this air, you're gonna die. You ain't gonna be high on life no more. You're gonna be dead with life. You know what I'm saying? And this whole thing is shit. You gotta get high to get to heaven.
Hey, I'm glad you said the thing about the breathing, man, because man, I done almost died on a simple thing. I don't know if it's because of brain injuries, but man, I be almost forgetting how to breathe. Well, I used to. And like I feel like I saved my life on numerous occasions, but I think I probably need to go to the hospital. But even on the funeral, my grandfather's funeral, man, freaked me out. I moved a certain way, feel like I was about to have a heart attack, and I had to play it off and sit still, and I stood up and looked the other way because this is just when we was all leaving for the funeral. My grandparents, grandma, my aunts, shit coming down the driveway. They
Okay, so
don't
this
even
is real recently.
they don't even know I'm about to die before the damn funeral.
Mm.
But I was using all my practice breathing
Bro,
techniques and
yes. You
and shit, man, and you know I snapped back. Like my cousin and his girlfriend, they was freaking out though because it looked bad. I'm telling you, my heart felt like a piece of steel that got so fucking big in the front of my chest. It wasn't nothing I could do but just try to stand
wow.
up and get some fucking fresh air, and I was just breathing, you know, as calm as I could. I knew
Right.
not to.
You heard of the breatharians or the breatharians?
Uh
These are people who they it's like a breathing process, man. Check it out. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Let's put in breatharian. You know what I mean? But it's where they work this breathing cycle, man. They know like the breatharians, they know they high on life. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? It's where we knew we was high until we started seeing what the material world had to offer on, you know, combustible things that, you know, turn into gas form, you know, where you light cigars and smoke them or, or psychedelics and mushrooms and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something that's misleading though. You know, one thing I get high off of
Uh,
since I was little, video games, man.
see? And that's what you playing one right now.
Hey, man, if I had no video games, man, I'd be hit. I mean, even when I was little, I mean, you know, I'm a man, so I can live without it. I ain't probably played my game in some weeks by now. For now,
Yeah,
but I'm
that's real.
just as growing up, you know, had things to do, man. Man, if I got a video game, a new game, shit. My parents ain't gonna hear from me for a good 3 days. I'm gonna be locked in that room trying to clear that motherfucking game. You
Mm-hmm.
can't tell me I'm doing the best shit ever.
Yep. And look at that. That's the drive you have for this very world. That's the game you supposed to play. But they took it and put it in that little box on our ass.
Hmm.
Now we trying to breathe, you know what I mean? We trying to conquer that game instead of this one. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
that black box is getting stronger and stronger every motherfucking year. Cause
Yeah,
you know I'm waiting for that PlayStation 5 to drop.
yeah, look, that's thorough because where everybody looking at the graphics and shit, they don't realize that motherfucker's trying his best to be what you looking at.
Yeah.
Get your baby and see that that baby is real. That's HD. That's full blown smell-o-vision television, touch feel. You know what I mean? We gotta watch the health bar on this one. You really gotta be careful with this game because if you lose the life, you then lost. It's game over. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
This,
yeah.
man, they took all of that from us and put it in a goddamn box, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Out of the console, man. It literally conjures your soul.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it borrows everything from this illusion and put it in the deception illusion. You know what I mean? Because this is illusion right now, and it's secret.
Mhm.
Oh, this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Fuck PlayStation, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, if we can name our world something as in the being a game, if I could rename it, I would call it the game of dreams.
Mm. Yeah. Yep.
Because these are all
That's it.
games, and these are all games, and it's all gonna be a
You,
dream one day.
you know what? Hey, look at that. That's like where you could think of all of these fucking movies. These are different names for the world. Where you get Child's Play, you get Freddy Cougar, all of these Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the name of this world. You hear me?
Armageddon.
Yeah. Some people come here and they love that movie. They like
Hmm.
they favorite shit. This is the title, man. This is where everything is everything, and planet Earth has become. God damn it, Earth,
The
Wind, and
Matrix.
Fire, and form a
the,
song. You
the
know what I mean?
Matrix.
Yeah, everything you can. This is the imagination right here. We in
The
it.
Avengers. The Avengers.
Yeah,
We got people that want to be part of God's visions to get it.
it's all. Yeah, this shit is so thorough when you peep the game. When you peep the game, you know what I mean? It ain't too much a motherfucker can tell you. I know ain't nobody tell me shit. I'm too busy telling myself. So like motherfucker trying to come tell me something, boy, they gonna really have to be, on their shit, or I'ma just look at them with a face that's straighter, and motherfucker tried to make the baby smile, and that baby was like looking at you with a straight face.
Hmm.
Shit, that's what it's gonna be with me.
Or unless they older. I mean, even if they older, I'll listen to some old heads that don't know what the fuck they talking about. But I'm gonna listen, and
Yep,
I'm gonna get something out of it. Just with the little term, you can learn a lot from a dummy.
that's right.
You know.
That's so true.
Hmm. Hell
Cause
yeah,
it,
cause one thing, if we was aliens and we just drop down right next to each other, but we aliens and just drop down in a 25-year-old body, and maybe through your conversations on getting there, you might think this one alien this is a stupid ass motherfucker, right? But
mm,
soon as y'all go across that street and that alien get hit by a car, I bet you learn what to do to get your ass. How you gonna
fact,
get across that motherfucker? Even if
fact.
that dummy got ran over, I bet you learned how to get across there safely. Shit.
Hey, that's a foot set, where the way has been paved. They paved the way all of those who melted before us into this earth, man. They showed us what not to do, man. You hear me? It ain't one fucking thing that ain't already happened where you can learn from it. It just keep yourself safe. Keep yourself,
Hmm.
you know, here until you die without being killed or having to kill and hurt motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Hey, and that's something I know people can die in car accidents and shit, but that's something that I ain't agree with on that Kobe shit, man. Not in my life. But
Yeah.
I'm terrified of flying, even though I have. But I deal with numbers too much to say I am not flying every motherfucking day. You got me fucked up. I'm be
Right.
like John Madden with a coach bus. You see how old John Madden is. He ain't been
Hmm.
flying in no motherfucking planes. I mean that's just it ain't the blueprint for everybody, but it's just how I look at it with my life. I'm gonna be careful with it. I'm gonna take some risks. I mean that's just a part of being a man. You got to take some risks. But when you go with the number, if you flying 328 days out of 365. I don't know how long life gonna really be for you when I'm hearing planes crashing still. I know cars fall apart and uh, cars wreck and axles break and shit like that, but
Hmm.
I'm like,
Boy, hey, were you saying that about the cars? I'm applying it all to me.
mm-hmm,
Eventually, shit, my axle gonna crack everything about me. It's gonna break down because I was built for this. Whoo!
mm-hmm. Hey, and speaking of breakdowns or an accident, I told my mom today. I was like, that's the worst thing. I mean, I know people are dying and getting burnt. That one is the getting burnt up, but real quick in the snap of the finger, I can deal with that. But I would something terrifying to me is below degrees weather, and you in a fucking car accident to where your bones sticking out, and this a fucking blizzard, and you got to sit there in the motherfucking blizzard until they use the jaws of death or something to get you out the car.
Oh man, yeah,
I
look
was
at
I,
that.
I was like, man, that's one thing. I don't want to be in no accident in this fucking freezing temperature because you in the car, you probably ain't gonna have no coat on or nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's fucked up
You
way to go.
just said that, man.
Can you
Motherfucker,
imagine? It's a
with his
blizzard.
bone in the snow.
hmm it's a blizzard and you in a car accident, and now you fucking waiting in the freezing cold shit. The fucking the temperatures will fucking kill your ass. Shit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Well, shit, brother. I think I'm about to try to shut this joint down, man. Slam, chill, man. I appreciate
Oh,
you coming on in.
okay, it's all gravy, man. It's a thing, man. Well, I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I
I was just
appreciate you
feeling
too,
so
man.
I
Sharing
figured
that
I
knowledge.
spill.
Hell yeah.
Should I speak some spill and keep it real with you, man? This was a cool build though. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. I appreciate it, man. Shit. Hopefully I come up with some more topics or get on here again, man. Shit, tomorrow, maybe later on. You know how we chop it up. We find something jumping or something later.
Hey, look at this. I'll be done after this. Like where you said motherfucker bones sticking out in the blizzard. Like that
Yeah.
kind of shit'll make me want to just hold my breath and just, kind of noose myself. But can you hold your breath like that without a rope choking you? I think you can. But like dealing with that nigga, I shut down the high. It's time to
Hell yeah, cause like your bones sticking out, and now the shit that's freezing your skin is starting with freezing your bone first. It ain't even it's going right. It don't even need to go through your skin. It's going straight to your bone, straight chill. I'm like, oh,
That's shit. I couldn't imagine. But yeah, I get in that shit. I promise I'll try to hold my breath like what I mean, stupid till I die.
hell
Straight
yeah.
up.
Whew, 'cause
Look,
that torment and torture right there.
yeah, get up out of here, man. Straight up. But I want to say, man, I do appreciate you, bro. It's a lot more shit we gotta cover, man.
Hell
So
yeah.
we got this, man.
All right, man. Much love, Mind's Eye, man. Shit. We're gonna link up pretty soon. Keep on getting these bills jumping, man. Shit,
You know
share
it.
this knowledge with our fellow brothers and sisters, man. We gonna save them one way or another, man.
No doubt, man. Hey, that's so ill you said that, man, because it's like shit. I can't save you. That's what I'm telling them. Like everybody talking about they can, but I come to this motherfucker to tell you, I ain't here to save you. You save your goddamn self. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gonna show them where the lake at. And
Mm-hmm.
you either want to swim to this other side, you want to drink some of the water, you do what you want to do with that water. But I'm gonna just take you. I'm gonna take you there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need a army of people that say, God damn it, we through trying to help you motherfuckers. Fuck it. Everybody coming in this motherfucker talking about, oh, give me, they want to cradle you in their two arms. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers to come in here and say, throw their head in the door and say, hey man, it's y'all got your own ball now. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need.
hey,
I can't
hey,
say,
hey, hey, you got me still rolling. But here's one more, man. Before I shut it down. That's how
Right
I look
on.
at the Bible, man. People want to question why God ain't just do this and do that. Why God ain't just take them away. Here's that book. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna give you your decision. You can take what you want to take, and hey,
Right up.
you choose your final destination. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
give you some resources, and let's see what you do with them.
Yep. Throw up both my hands. Hey, it's your turn, man. Do that shit. Who's up next? Yeah. Yep, that's what we doing. Straight up. But shit, I'll
All
be
right,
around,
bro.
man.
All right, it's on, man. Much love.
Right back at you, bro. You stay great.
You too, bro.
You too,
All right.
Rational. I, I see you.
Yeah, I see you, Rash. Shit, peace
Yeah,
out, Rash.
damn right. We in here, man. Till next time, man. You take care of your end. I got this side
Yes, sir.
in a minute.
Yep. Oh, damn, what done happened? Let me see. I don't think I hit the right button.